Hi, everyone. Tony from Act the Movies here, and today we're talking about Green Lantern from 2011. At one time, it was one of the worst DC superhero films ever made. But is it actually underrated? Is there anything good in this? Or is it still a total disaster that's hard to get through? Let's find out today on Hack the Movies.
I love this movie, Tony.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Tony.
I see I'm all green. You got your Green Lantern
I did get
shirt
the
on.
green
You got
memo
your
today.
cool, yeah.
My fighter pilot jacket that my dad gave me right before he blew up right in front of me. He looked cool while I did it, though. And I was like,
He did look very cool.
damn, he's cool.
It's important to look cool if you're going to blow up in front of your son.
Wow, yeah, he gives that nice big smile with that strong jaw, and you're like, damn. You know it's coming to, and you're like, damn, he's cool.
Well, we're doing this because it's an interesting time for the Green Lantern. Yeah. We had a Green Lantern, my favorite Green Lantern, in the new Superman movie.
Yep.
And Peacemaker. He showed up in season 2.
He's your favorite, Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner's my favorite. Yeah.
That's cool.
He's a total asshole.
Big fan of the bowl cut.
Yeah, well, actually, when I was introduced to him, it was after Ethan Van Sciver got rid of the bowl cut.
Right.
Which, by the way, I want to let you all know, don't worry, Ethan Van Sciver will not be in this episode. We do not tolerate racism here at Hack the Movies.
Whoa, he's not racist, Tony. Don't do that.
If you search hard enough on the internet, you will find people calling him racist. But I know he's a racist because I kept asking him to do this movie. He said no. But then on a live stream,
Okay.
I asked with Manny, I said, Ethan, will you do Steel with me and Manny Muscus? Because I don't think he ever really wrote for Steel. So he was less attached to it.
Yeah.
And he said yes. And if you remember our Steel review, we waited the whole time for him to show up. And he never did because he never responded to my various DMs or my tweets reaching out to him. So I can only assume he hates Manny Muscets.
That's what it is. Have we talked to Manny about this? How does he feel?
Well, Manny was very upset in the episode. I kept promising him his favorite comic artist was coming, Ethan Van Sciver.
Poor Manny.
And he never came.
Poor
he
Manny.
never came.
Oh, it's a shame.
So he will not be in this episode. Well, we will be talking now about him because he did bring Green Lantern Hal Jordan back around this time.
Yeah.
With Rebirth. Because in the 90s, they blew up Green Lantern City. And then he became Parallax, and he was evil, and he killed all the other Green Lanterns.
Which was a fun little storyline there.
Yeah, and then we got stuck with Kyle Rayner for a few years.
Yeah, I'm not a Kyle Rayner guy.
No one's a fucking Kyle Rayner
Really?
guy.
I feel like most people on Reddit are.
Yeah, how have you not? I'm really concerned with you on Reddit. I don't know if you know this, but any kind of fandom, the Reddit community of that fandom is always the worst community.
Well, yeah, I mean, I fight with a lot of people in the DCU Reddit. Yeah. Because they're
Why are you on Reddit?
Because I like to, you know, as you know, with me coming on the show, I would like to give my 2 cents on things and give some peace of mind. And I'm trying to get rid of the feeling of the doom and gloom in the DCU fandom because, you know, you're supposed to be a fan of it. And every time that, you know, before, like Supergirl's coming out this summer, Lantern's coming out this summer, and everybody that's posting about it is already saying how bad it's going to be and how it's destroyed. And all we saw was a teaser of the Lanterns.
I'm glad you're trying to fight the good fight. But you're doing it on Reddit, which is just a place for women and losers to complain about things. You're not winning any arguments there.
Oh, no. I get that's why you're not on Reddit with me.
No. And that because a certain channel I was on's Reddit community tried to get me fired and canceled for 4 years straight. They still complain about me. I haven't worked there in 5 years. Why are you still complaining about me?
I'll stop into the Hack the Movie subreddit every once in a while just to see who's shitting
No, the Hack
on
the
you.
Movie subreddit I made as a joke. I made it not safe for work because I didn't want losers post. I only made it because there was a crazy person making Reddits for all of us around that time. So I made Hack the Movies and I made it not safe for work so no one could look at it throughout the day.
Really?
And then I abandoned it because Reddit ended up not meaning anything.
Huh, there's some fun posts about
There are
you
many
in
cancel attempts that didn't work. Anyway, back to Green Lantern.
We're fading again. Here
I
we
don't
go.
work there anymore. Stop making posts about me. Yes, Lanterns is coming out.
Yes, it is.
Very
exciting.
Yes. So people are excited. Hal Jordan is in it. Jon Stewart will be in it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, and this movie was going to be big at the time because after Hal Jordan I guess, died, and I guess he was the Spectre for a while. They brought him back in the mid 2000s.
Yep.
As Hal Jordan, the proper Green Lantern, with Rebirth. I think there was a story before that. But
2011 was the whole Rebirth series was when it came out, right?
No, I'm pretty sure. It
Or
was
no,
before it, 'cause,
no, it was
yeah, 'cause
before that.
Yeah, it was before that.
I'm sorry, the New 52 started
New 52
2011.
was 2011.
Yep.
But all this stuff was like a little bit before that. So Green Lantern got super popular in DC Comics.
They've been trying to work. They were working on this movie for 14 years. They were pitching it.
Yeah, there was a version with Jack Black that was a comedy, and they decided not to do a comedy.
That was
version.
like the final, like mid 2000s
Yeah.
before they started this one.
I remember like being on like message boards and stuff pre-Reddit, and seeing that and being like, that's not gonna do well.
Yeah, I think they started in '97 when Batman and Robin came out. They wanted to do Green Lantern around.
Well, they did
time,
that.
and-
They did that Justice League TV show pilot from the '90s.
Yeah, which had Green Lantern, but he was like bluish.
he was bluish and he wore the vest from Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
man.
a lot of Green Lantern stuff happening.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I like the Green Lantern. Here's the thing. Before this episode, I was like, oh man, I wish I had some of those big books that were around that time, like Sinestro Corp War and No Fear and One at Hal Jordan and all those other ones.
Something well known.
But I'm like, I don't have them. I only have a few Green Lantern. As you can see, mostly Guy Gardner.
Big Guy Gardner fan. Huh?
Yeah, so I was just like, I don't really have a lot of Green Lantern stuff. That's because I like the Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
But when it came to like comic books, I kind of enjoy them. I kind of enjoyed seeing the Green Lantern in like a Justice League story.
Okay.
I never went like hardcore all in on Green Lanterns.
Same. So I didn't get a lot of
Yeah.
Green Lantern comics growing up.
Yeah.
All Justice League with him in
Yeah.
it, which I loved.
But I really wanted to reread some of the stories from that time, but I thought I didn't have any.
Yeah.
And then I went to grab the few that I thought I had, and I realized I have all of them. So my
Look at all
friend,
these.
even Secret Origin, which apparently the writers of this were reading while writing their script. So my friend Keith was really into Green Lantern when he got into comics. And by the way, he loved this movie when it came out. We all teased him.
Really? I mean, it's not bad, right?
I forgot
Good way to start the episode.
I forgot that a few years back he gave me his whole collection. So I looked at my bookshelf this morning. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I had all of them and I just totally forgot.
Could have been reading them for the past
I
couple
could have been
weeks.
reading all of them. I could have been so well versed.
No. In Green Lantern. Now it's like, well, I didn't really read a lot of Green Lantern.
So yeah, I guess my first exposure to Green Lantern was probably the same as you, as the Superman animated series, which was Kyle Rayner.
Correct.
And then that was like my introduction to him. But the biggest one was the Justice League cartoon, which was the Jon Stewart version of the character.
Yep.
That was the one. That's where I learned about the Guardians and the Manhunters and Sinestro. Well, Sinestro was in the cartoon. He shows up in Justice League, I think. It's been a minute since I watched all of it.
Yes, he definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one of the main episodes was when is it Sinestro that tricks the Immortals that run Oa, and then Hal Jordan's up for oh God.
Well, Hal Jordan wasn't. Hal Jordan was in
I'm gonna
the.
butcher this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jon Stewart was on trial.
Oh yeah. That was like an early episode
yeah,
of
it was one of
Justice
It was
League.
like a two-part.
Yeah.
maybe 3 parts. Yeah,
I think it was 2, but
I just rewatched that one a
Hal
couple
Jordan
weeks
only
ago.
had one cameo in that whole series when
Really.
there was like time shenanigans happening. Remember they like meet like an older Static Shock.
Yeah.
They're like Jon Stewart turns into Hal Jordan. He's like, another time thing. I'm up to speed, and then he turns back into Jon Stewart. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like the characters. There's many Green Lanterns.
Yeah. I'm excited.
And eventually there will be different colored lanterns, yellow lanterns, the Star Sapphires, the Red Lanterns, a bunch of them.
which is mentioned through this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of
Little
course they
Easter
were going to make
eggs.
a movie. DC was killing it with Batman at the time. The Nolan Batmans, those two did really, really well.
Yep. This was a year before Rises
Yes.
came out, right?
Yes.
So
I remember because I think it came out the weekend I was in Pittsburgh filming the Dark Knight Rises.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, who were you talking to about the Green Lantern movie while you were on set?
Because I didn't get to see it right away, and I gotta.
It's hot.
Yeah, sorry. The weather's been up and down here. It was freezing down here yesterday. I don't even have the heater on.
What?
I don't even have the heater on, and it's all over the place.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm always sweating down here.
Anyway,
Lose a couple pounds.
so yeah, the weekend it came out, I was like going on Facebook and I was like seeing all this stuff. I'm like, this can't be good. They try to bring Superman back at this point, and we reviewed Superman Returns.
Yep.
And I think at this point they were starting Man of Steel, so they definitely wanted to jump on the shared universe train because the MCU was still starting. The Avengers was coming out the year after.
So this is the same year that Thor, Captain America, those all dropped.
Yes.
Iron Man 2 was already out.
Yep.
So they were building. They came out with this, the Green Lantern movie. After it came out, they actually even said that they were going to start start writing a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
So a sequel was planned for it. And then with Superman coming out, I mean, 2 years later. So they were either working on it or I'd imagine there would already be a script for that Man of Steel by this point.
They wanted to test the waters with this. Yeah. I don't even think we talked about Man of Steel. It didn't even feel like it was a shared universe. Like there's Easter eggs, but it was clear they weren't sure if they wanted.
It would have been changed from this point once they found out that Green Lantern shit the bed.
I think they realized they kind of got. I mean, the Batman movies were doing super well, but they were self-contained, and shared universes were taking off. Like, okay, we need to start a new shared universe with now that Batman's ending.
But all the fans thought that Christian Bale, like this was supposed to be in Christian Bale's universe, and this and that. It's like, there's in what world is there a Green Lantern?
That'd be like putting Michael Keaton in a Flash movie. Anyway.
I could see it.
So they were working on this for a while, and eventually Greg Berlanti gets attached. He was supposed to direct as well.
The CW King.
The big TV guy. Although he's directed movies too.
Well, the Arrow voice, the Arrowverse King.
Well, that's the thing. He learned a lot from this movie.
Not to fuck shit up.
And I think Jeff Johns...
not to bring Green Lantern into his universe ever again. John Diggle was supposed to be Green Lantern at one point. And
which
he was
they did at the very end.
Well, but it was even like never named him by name, I'm pretty sure. Like just showed like a green glowing box, and then he was like, maybe we should never show Green Lantern ever again.
Greg Berlanti's involved, Jeff Johns is involved, and Jeff Johns was killing it with the Green Lantern series around this time.
Yeah.
He was killing it with a lot of comic books around this time. So everyone's like, they had the right people, and then Berlanti's whole thing gets thrown out.
Yeah.
Still gets a credit on the thing. And there's like 4 different writers attached to this.
Yeah. I'd love to read that script.
I would love to read it too. Maybe I can hunt it down. I've been looking up because unused scripts.
It was supposed to have Superman in it, a bunch of different heroes that he was going to interact with.
I read there was like a Superman thing, but then they cut it out because I don't think they knew what was happening with the Superman movies at that point.
I mean, the original script, it was like he had this vision to start building this universe and bring him into it, but then it got canned.
Yeah, they threw out his script for whatever reason.
I don't know.
And then they got this. Who knows who even wrote this? Who even knows that the people credited are the actual writers? How many script doctors came in? It just seems like they really, really tampered with this one. And again, Greg Berlanti learned what not to do, and he did the CW universe, which was good for a time.
I mean, I loved it all the way up until Crisis, man. I mean, I
love those shows. It was starting to go off the rails before Crisis, but after Crisis is when I was like, I can't even watch. I never even finished some of those shows.
Arrow was done by then. Legends of Tomorrow only got one more season, and it was left on a cliffhanger, so it wasn't even wrapped up, which is upsetting.
Yeah,
it's kind of wrapped up, but not.
I didn't watch that. Didn't finish.
The Flash only had maybe 2 more seasons because Grant Gustin was like, all right, I think we need to start wrapping it up. They went to 9 seasons instead of 10, and he was just interviewed saying that he kind of wishes that he hit that over 250 episode mark, whatever that would have been, and he was like, it's okay.
Yeah, they were getting bad. They should have ended a little earlier.
I think we're gonna see them all again one day. Yeah, there's no way that you don't. Once the James Gunn starts making these DCU movies and all that, I mean, he's got it.
We'll see.
Get in there again.
But so I guess he learned a lot from this. But they got Martin Campbell to direct.
Yeah.
Now Martin Campbell,
Jimmy Bond.
Yeah, he brought back 2 classic heroes. He brought back Bond twice.
Yeah.
In GoldenEye,
Pierce,
and then Casino Royale. He directed both of those.
Correct, yeah.
And I actually love, at least the first one. I loved The Mask of Zorro.
They made sequels of all 3 of those characters.
Yes,
all 3 of those characters got sequels afterwards.
That second Zorro movie, not so much. But that first Zorro movie's great, and I try to review it every year on my birthday, and every year on my birthday episode gets hijacked by people.
Oh, no.
The last 2 years in a row, it was women.
It was.
Yeah.
I tuned in last time.
Yeah.
It was exciting. Love watching women on the show.
I'll review Zorro one day. Anyway, so Mark Campbell, I'm like, fine. That's
you know what we're going to do on your birthday this year?
What?
Me and Manny are going to review Zorro. We're not going to invite you.
I'll kill you guys. I'll kill you guys. No, please. Let me in there, please. I love Mask of Zorro. It's so good. Yeah, so Mark Campbell is picked. Ryan Reynolds gets picked, and I wasn't a big Ryan Reynolds fan around this time.
You want Bradley Cooper?
Well, I don't know who I want. Chris Pine would have been good at that time.
Would have been good.
Well, they had to save him for Wonder Woman. But no, I really
to be graped.
I really didn't like Ryan Reynolds around. Yeah, he's since grown on me, but I didn't like him back then.
Well,
Go
ahead.
His quippy stuff is funny now.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just very annoying back then.
He's funny now because now you see him as Deadpool. But if he was in other movies and still playing the same character, this National Lampoonish character, then like you would have eventually got old of it.
Blade Trinity. Yes.
Well,
yes, Blade Trinity.
That was still early on in his quippiness career of like, I mean, remember Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place?
Yeah.
Boom.
That episode of X-Files.
I don't know.
He gets killed by witches.
Did he make a quip before he died?
No.
You guys are a bunch of witches.
No, he took it seriously. He was a little chubby in it, too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Like when he was in Just Friends?
Yeah.
That kind of chubby?
Yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. I
wasn't either. I just know all
I'm fine with him now. Well, I don't know about right now because I know there's all that controversy with him and his wife and that director.
I'm not.
Which, by the way, I had a friend, like, I don't know what the updates are, but when I looked into the situation, it's like the director was a bad guy. No. Blake Lively and him is a bad guy. When I actually looked at the whole situation, I went, "Oh, I hate everyone involved with this.
It's just Hollywood.
I hate everyone involved with this, and they all kind of suck." Yeah. But anyway,
it's his fault. No, it's her fault. No, it's this. No, it's that. And it's like I don't care enough to.
No, I looked into it. I'm like, "Oh, you guys are all assholes, and I wish the worst for all of you." Anyway, so I really wasn't.
But if you ever want to put me in a Deadpool, I'll
I did not want him in this, but I was like, whatever. I went in with an open mind. The trailer, well, they revealed what the suit looked like, and I remember going like, "Oh, that looks like shit." He looks like skinned. If you skinned a predator, because the predator has the glow in the dark blood. Yeah. He looked like a skinned predator. Yeah, and I remember going like, like that looks terrible.
Well, it's supposed to mimic a like a jet fighter, if like his body was like a jet fighter, but then they also took the muscle system and then had that all running through all of them and wanted to outline each and every muscle. Yeah. The amount of work that these artists put into this suit and they did 25 lanterns all together with all of their suits and all of their muscle systems and this and that to match it up and have it look like really nice and really good. The amount of work that they put into this to just have everyone like laugh about the suits the most in this film, like just has to feel like shit. Like I feel bad for those people.
Because it looks like shit. And I should shout out my good friend Yoshi Vu worked on this movie and he signed my DVD.
Thanks, Yoshi.
And here we go. To Tony. My best work, Yoshi.
My best work.
He is aware of the movie's legacy, but we did an episode together where we talk about visual effects, and he still has a replica lantern in his place. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I also knew someone at the time who worked on because this was post-converted to 3D, and apparently he was like, him and his work were in charge of it, and they're like, man, we didn't have a lot of time to work on that 3D.
It's also like, like you're cutting people out of the actual shot and then reposting them back in. It's just, it's a lot. Like, you gotta just shoot in 3D, especially for the time.
Yeah, the suit looks terrible. We weren't there yet for a digital suit. Now it'd probably be fine. But it looked really, really bad. And it looks bad when he's in the shots with the CGI characters.
Yeah.
There's just no connection there. However, I remember there was like one like long trailer they released like right before the movie, and I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, look, the suit sucks.
Tricked you.
I was like, the suit sucks, but maybe if the movie's good enough, I'll overlook it. We grew up with Batman who had nipples on his suit. We can look past this, okay?
I love those nipples.
We had to watch Leather Daddy X-Men for 3 movies at this point.
I think you were watching a porno, dude.
No, they were Leather Daddies and X-Men.
It wasn't called Leather Daddy X-Men, was it?
Yeah, might as well have been. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go in with an open mind. So I missed the opening. My friend Keith swears that it's great. I went to see it, and I went, Keith, that was terrible. Oh my God, that movie was so bad.
Keith, were you on drugs?
I'm like, everyone was right. This
Oh,
movie
man.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, man.
And I think I was telling you,
Mhm.
I don't think. So I watched this in the theater,
Yeah.
and around that time, my dad bought into the 3D buzz and got a 3D TV.
Yeah, it was huge.
And I think we watched like the first 30 minutes of this just to test, not to watch it, just to test out the 3D
The TV,
feature.
yeah.
And that was the last time I ever watched it. How did you feel when you first saw this?
Okay, so with the suit, it makes sense that they went this route with the whole CGI suit and animated suit and what they did with it, because at the end of the day, it's a construct. So like to give that image of, that he's creating it out of his own will and wills the suit.
I get the idea behind it.
It's a
the
construct.
execution's bad.
Exactly. It just looks like shit at the end of the day, and it looks funny, and it's funny how Ryan Reynolds can joke about it nowadays and in the Deadpool movies and all this other shit.
The funniest thing with me and Keith was I find out during COVID, Ryan Reynolds never actually watched the movie.
Never actually watched? There's no way.
He apparently said he never watched it, and he live tweeted drinking whiskey and making comments during the movie.
Really?
I'm like, we got so many fights about that movie, and it turns out the guy who he loved as Hal Jordan didn't even watch the movie.
So I would really love to read not the first script the first script that Berlanti wrote. Like that'd be cool to see what his vision was, but I want to read the final script, like the shooting script for what they made, because it feels like throughout this whole thing that there's so many scenes missing. There's bits and parts that there's no connecting parts. At one moment he's here and then he's there.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
there's
like,
a big moment in the middle where I went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like what did we just skip? Like like something was off. Yeah, it feels weird. So like on that point, it's a shitty film.
Is that how you felt at the time?
At the time, it was cool to have a Green Lantern movie. Like, I was excited for it. Like, as any DC character film or TV show that comes out, I'm always excited before it comes out. Even if it looks like shit, I'm very, I'm a very hopeful guy. I stuck up for the Snyderverse for good fucking 8 years there. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. But, I don't even remember the first time I saw this film. I don't know if I saw it in theaters. Most films I'd have a good memory on it, but I don't know if I saw it in theaters. I don't know if I waited till DVD or what it was, but I know that I saw it.
In the years since, how many times have you rewatched it before this episode?
I've caught it a little bit on TV every once in a while. And then you're like, oh, God, yeah, they made this.
And turns out there's an extended cut.
Yeah.
I watched it. I didn't look up what was extended.
Yeah,
It didn't seem that much different to me. To be honest, this isn't like when we did the road cut where we're like, this is a completely different thing.
It's even like, whoa, there's an extended cut. Maybe they'll fill in those holes and those gaps. And then you watch the film and you're like, what was added? They took shit away with the extended cut.
So let's get into this movie, shall we?
Man.
And of course, we all know the comic story of Green Lantern. Alan Scott has a ring. His weakness is wood, which is ironic because they made him a gay guy later on. No, I'm kidding. That was the original Green Lantern. Much like the original Flash, very different than the Silver Age version of the characters.
Huh. Is there a rainbow Green Lantern nowadays? Or rainbow lantern?
I just said that they made Alan Scott gay. Anyway, let's get into this movie. About Hal Jordan. The Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
Do you know what the original creator, what made him think of this character? Back
the Alan
in
Scott version or this version?
The Alan Scott, like the original Green Lantern back in the day. He was near train tracks, or he was going somewhere, and a train conductor came up, and he was leaning over the edge of the train, watching the passengers get on, and he had a big lantern in his hands, and it was turning from red to green and flashing, and he was like, I kind of like that. And then he drew it up and then turned him into a character. And then it wasn't until like 10, 15 years later in the 1950s that then they started with Hal Jordan and reconstructed it and turned him into or created the whole
idea of the
core and everything else.
And then it's weird when they bring Alan Scott back and it's just like, I'm like the other Green Lantern. It's like, oh, this is confusing.
Right,
so it opens up on a glowing WB logo. Green.
A little bit of flash in there,
Yeah.
too.
And this Because a lot of what Tomar Ray is about to say, he repeats throughout the movie. So this definitely feels like they added it to the beginning so they could show off all the 3D planets and everything.
It feels a little bit too long. It feels a
little too long. And they literally, this honestly feels like we need to show off 3D planets and shit.
But they're also not showing you what they're telling you. They're telling you things, but like they're not really like show like the beginning of the Snyderverse or the Snyder cut. They at least like have the monologue going over it while they're showing actually what's happening.
Yeah.
But this monologue just doesn't connect. Yeah. It's weird.
But he lets us know it's Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
Again, it had a really good cast. That's why I'm upset this was really bad. Jeffrey Rush, as Tomar says, he gives us the origin of the Guardians.
Yes, he does.
They're immortals. They've been in the universe forever. They use the emerald energy of will, and they created Oa. Again, he repeats all this later, so this is definitely added.
Yep.
They created Oa and the Green Lantern Corps. He leaves out the whole Manhunter thing. And they made 3,600 sectors of the universe. And they sent rings to each sector. And they each guardian of that sector is a Green Lantern.
Yes, they are.
He's a Green Lantern.
In brightest day.
We learned that there's Parallax, an evil demon monster thing made of fear, which again, later in the movie, it's kind of like revealed what his origin is. I'm like, but you told us at the beginning. Why are we slowly rolling this out when we, the audience, already know this?
The villains in this might be the worst part.
Oh, God.
Other than that romance with Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
So he's a being made of fear, and he was captured by Abin Sur, which is Tamaru Wilson.
Yep. The
Jango Fett.
Well, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Aquaman's dad later on.
As soon as I heard the voice, I thought I was going to see Boba Fett flying through space, and I was like, "Oh, what am I watching?" So again with this, like they say that he imprisoned him and stopped him, but like
the Lost Sector on the planet Riot, they imprisoned him there.
But like,
and I guess since no one is in the Lost Sector, then that's fine. He has no one to pull fear from. But then some poor aliens accidentally crash land on the one place he happens to be.
I think I would have rather them show him being stopped and being left there, and then give us a little bit in the film until he gets released and starts like that. I don't know. I think I just didn't match up. It felt
I would
weird.
have moved this scene a little bit further. I'll tell you why in a second. But
it looks
he
like shit when they fall down.
We see him in his little cave thing, and again, this must have been added because he's clearly a Guardian. I guess we don't know what the Guardians look like yet, but then we do see them, and I'm like, oh, he's one of them, and it's not. Spoiler, later on, they're like, he was a Guardian. It's
Dude, spoilers.
Yeah, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, we already knew. I know what he looked like, and I know what you guys look like. It was real easy to tell that he was a fucking Guardian.
This isn't a big twist.
Yeah. And again, all the CG in this looks like the opening of like a video game. It doesn't look like a movie CGI. But yeah, he eats their fear. It's Clancy Brown doing the voice, who's done many voiceovers, many DC characters.
Lex Luthor.
Voiceover and on screen. We what was it? He was what's his face in Penguin. He was
Maroni.
Maroni, yeah. Yep. He was in Penguin. Yeah, so Clancy Brown is the voice. He eats their fear and then he takes off. And then we find out it's 1993.
What?
Which, by the way, I had to look it up. Ryan Reynolds was 17 in 1993.
Yeah, so the ages in this really don't, especially with Skarsgård and Lively, and they're all supposed to grow up together at the same age. Skarsgård's 17 years older than Lively, and Reynolds is like 11, and they're all supposed to be the same age.
She might have been the age of whatever this person was supposed to be.
She was, but nobody else was. They casted young.
So wait. Wow. So it takes off. Parallax takes off. 1993. And I'm like, oh, man. Because, like, later on, I'm like, oh, he's still out there.
Yeah.
But then all the characters who are talking about Parallax, it feels like it's a new thing that happened. But it's been going on for, like, 20-something years. I'm like, wait, did they move that scene before the Hal flashback to be more exciting?
Wait.
Because we see that they can go through the universe like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, why did it take him so long to do this whole thing?
No,
anyway.
It didn't, because, like, that, like, the Parallax thing was modern day. Then we go back, and then we come forward.
I thought that was modern day. Then they did a flashback. I thought that was. I thought it was just revealed that all happened in 1993.
No, the 93 is a flashback.
Who's flashing back? Me and the audience, I don't know. I don't know what the date was in the beginning of the movie.
I'm there with you.
It says 1993, then present day. It didn't say present day, 1993, present day again.
That's why we should have started with Parallax being captured. And then say 1,000 years ago he was captured, this and that, and then gradually move through the film. And then,
just don't tell us that because you treat the rest of the movie like a mystery of his origin.
Okay,
but you already told us in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why it's so annoying when characters are trying to figure out Parallax. Like, but I already know. You told us. You're wasting our time. Anyway, Hal hears his family arguing because his dad is going to be he's a test pilot.
Yes, he is,
for a new fighter jet. The wife is upset. She thinks it's dangerous, but he's not afraid. It's his job to not be afraid.
Job to not be afraid.
And everything with his dad is just like, he's going to die. He's going to die. It might as well be the Simpsons bit where he's like, oh, me and the wife, 2 dates to retirement. We got a boat. It's called the Live Forever. Yeah. Like, it's that ridiculous.
Hey, I got something to tell you, but I got to wait until I see you in person. Don't worry. I'll be there tomorrow morning to tell you this really important thing that I have to tell you. No! What did he want to tell me?
So, yeah, he takes off the next day to go on the jet. Hal Jordan skips school, runs to the airbase.
Yeah, I thought he was running to school, but nah.
He runs to the airbase, and the security guard's like, that kid. Let him in.
Yeah, what a guy.
Okay, so they're at the Ferris Air Base. Yeah. We get to meet little Hector Hammond, played by Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård?
No, not Stellan. No. Peter Skarsgård?
Peter, no. One of the
Maggie Gyllenhaal's husband, whose last name is Skarsgård, but I don't think he's related to the other Skarsgårds.
It's
the guy who was the detective in The Bride.
That's it.
Go back and watch I don't know if you saw
the new one?
Yeah.
No, I really want to watch it though.
You do yourself a favor, don't.
I can't believe they made it. That's why I want to watch it.
Oh yeah, then watch it.
Yeah.
We did a review for The Bride. Kaylee, this movie broke her brain. She thinks it's the worst film she's ever watched.
Really?
Someone on one of her streams mentioned liking it, and I thought she was her brain just turned off.
Yeah.
She had a shocked face because she couldn't comprehend someone liking this movie.
What do you think, was the reason of making that? There had to be some kind of, I get that Maggie wanted to do some kind of low-budget, artsy, weird film.
Like an idea, The Bride go back and watch my episode. It feels like an idea that would have worked 5 years ago when everyone was real into that shit.
Okay.
But now it's already dated.
When, Poor Things came out, that would have been the time to drop it.
No, even that was a little too late. But go back and watch it and learn how the movie made me go viral on Twitter.
Oh, I'll tune in after this.
And then you'll see why I went viral on Twitter, and you're gonna go, God damn it, Tony! I gotta delete some episodes.
Sick son of a bitch.
So we meet young Hector Hammond, who's
Peter
like, you want to know about Peter? Okay, he's like, who ended up being in the Batman. But yeah, he's just like, you want to know about aliens? She's like, yeah, that's great, Hector. Hi, Hal.
Yeah.
Which I don't know,
poor kid.
The whole movie, it makes it feel like he's not bullied. They like him.
Yeah, I mean, so the kids are nice to him. The dad's mean, but how?
But even the dad doesn't start off mean. It feels like the kid's just too sensitive. And it's like, dude, those people weren't but they liked you. Sure, you're a little weird, but you could have made new friends.
Yeah.
You could have tried to please your dad a little bit.
The dad just wants him to go outside and play.
That's the thing. It doesn't feel like a bully thing. I'm just like, it just feels like you didn't try to be social enough.
There's no connection there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know other movies where it's like, I'm the tortured and everyone bullied me. I'm like, actually, everyone was trying to be nice to you and you were a dick.
Yeah.
But the movie never makes that the point where it's like, yeah, he was a dick. It's like, no, they want you to feel sympathetic for him. Like, yeah, but you didn't put any effort into being relatable.
There's always a hand reaching out to help him, and he doesn't take it. Yeah, especially different parts through this film.
And maybe in an earlier draft, that was a character flaw that was pointed out, but it never really does. Hey, Hector, you're just kind of a prick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's why you become the villain, dude, because you're a dick. Yeah.
And his dad is Tim Robbins.
Yes, it is.
Who I bet at the time he was like, you know what? I still get made fun of for being in that Marvel Comics movie, Howard the Duck, but I'm pretty sure Green Lantern will turn things around.
Yeah, he was like, it's been a while since I had a hit banger, so let me get in with the kids and do this little Green Lantern thing.
It'll definitely be better. Spoiler, Howard the Duck is better than this. Not by much. Not by much.
No.
I'm not doing the revisionist pretending another bad movie's great. It's just not as bad as this.
I'd rather have to watch Green Lantern on repeat in hell than Howard the Duck.
No, fuck you. Howard the Duck has that song. They called him Howard the Duck. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, but this one has the dum da da doo da da.
Yeah, but Howard the Duck has duck boobs in the
fuck it
beginning.
is. Oh, does he?
And there's all those fake movie posters that are all duck themed.
Yeah, but Blake Lively's in this one.
What's her face? Marty McFly's smoking hot mom from Back to the Future is in Howard the Duck.
That's a good one.
This has now become a Howard the Duck versus Green Lantern episode. Vote in the comments below. Green Lantern and Howard the Duck. Which one do you like more?
We're gonna get him in some celebrity death match.
So they watch the dad take off.
Right.
Because they're all friends. They're all in the airfield. And before that, the dad's like, "Hey, hold on to my jacket.
Yeah.
Keep it warm for me." Yeah.
Catch.
I was like, "Oh, don't hit the goddamn audio."
I thought about it. I can't. Tony will kill me.
So yeah, again, when he did that and he winked, I'm like, he's so good. It feels like a parody.
I know,
It feels like
dude.
they're like this would have been in like Hot Shots, the parody of Top Gun.
Really
like
is
it feels like that, where he's just like, "Oh, I can't wait to land safely and not blow up."
Don't worry, kid. I'm gonna see you again. Keep this warm for me for the next 50 years till you see me in heaven.
He takes off and his engine just blows up right away, and then he crashes into the air traffic control tower.
He looks cool while he's doing it, though.
But I love it's like he crashes in the tower and you go, "Oh no, he's dead," but then he's still alive.
Yeah.
And then it's not ejecting, and you're like, "Oh no, he's dead." And then he crashes, and then he's still alive, and like Hal's running toward him, and I love he ejects finally.
Yeah.
He gets out, he looks at his son, he's like, "Whew," and then he blows up.
Made it, son.
I watched this last night. I cried laughing, and then I went, "I gotta go to bed." By the way, it took me most of the day. This movie, the extended version is like 2 hours, 4 minutes. Frank, it took me, when I woke up, it maybe took me 8 hours to finish this movie. It's such a fucking
You
slog.
played this scene on repeat so many times. I
Yeah.
thought that when the fireball hit, we were gonna hear him screaming bloody murder. Like, it's my job not to feel fear.
I would agree if they put him in an ambulance and then the ambulance blew up.
Don't worry, son. I'll get better soon. Oh no, dude.
And then at a hospital, another test pilot crashes into his
Don't worry, son. I'll be all right. Hold on to my glasses this time. Oh no.
Okay, so he's dead.
very dead.
We cut to years later, the present.
Now we're moving forward. Yeah.
Abin is getting a call from Sinestro, who is Mark Strong, who looks great as Sinestro.
He's the best part of this film.
Wasted in this movie.
Yeah, really is.
He would end up playing Dr. Savannah in 2 Shazam movies.
Wasted again.
I mean, the first one, he's in the movie.
I know, but like,
He didn't have the goofy teeth.
but it like,
He didn't have the...
but it goes.
If you're doing Dr. Savannah, you got to do... They had to at least write a line of dialogue where they're like, "Hey, glad you got your teeth fixed, Savannah." And he did that thing where we mentioned in other comic book things where he's wearing his comic book accurate suit, but he has a jacket over it the whole movie. In Shazam, he's wearing the Doctor white button up, but he puts a jacket over it.
Jesus Christ.
I like Shazam.
No, I like Shazam as well, but it's the building towards a full universe that we could have had him as a character and watched him change over time and have different roles and have a character arc.
I really wanted to see Mr. Mind and him team up.
Yeah, it would have been cool. And then you get teased with all this shit, and now they're like which I'm not upset about that James Gunn took over, but it's just like it's so upsetting that you're like, okay, well now we have to restart all over. I remember back in 2015. Before BVS was coming out, I was just feeling how I'm feeling right now because it's the same time frame. It's where it's like, oh, I'm so excited. Here we go. Yeah, we're ramping up. And then we stop 8 years later. And now it's like, okay, here we go. We're ramping up. And I hope that this Paramount thing doesn't fuck shit up because in another 8 years, I'm going to be like, okay, here we go. We're ramping up. And then I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
You can just not watch superhero films.
I need
That's
to.
an option.
Tony, I need to.
We need to, unfortunately.
Stop bringing me on those fucking DC movie reviews, dude. Dick.
Hey, we did 2 Marvel movies. Anyway.
All right.
Sorry. So yeah, Abin he's talking to Sinestro, and he tells him like, I was attacked by Parallax. And Parallax attacks his ship, hurts him. I guess the fear energy can negate the green energy because it's like, wait, how did he die? By the way, the power ring's power, it's kind of like kryptonite. It works however the writer wants it to work at that time. Because I'm like, shouldn't that shield him or heal him? But I guess the yellow energy, because originally the ring couldn't affect the color yellow. And then they kind of like worked around that.
Right. But I mean, he also gets shot once to where it's like you didn't have like any kind of shield up around you, or just got shot once, and then all of a sudden, boom, one of the best Green Lanterns of all time is now about to die.
He has a ship to get away, and it's like he's not going to go to that black hole that transports you to Oa. He's like, nah, I'm dying. Time to go find another person. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
It feels like he had a lot of opportunities to do other things.
Yeah. A lot of time.
Like originally he just crash lands. I guess there's different origins for why he crash landed. But
the speed at which Hal Jordan got to Oa to begin with, you don't think that maybe he could have got back to Oa and used some kind of scientific technology that they had to cure him before he died?
He uses a spaceship and Hal's just always green ring and the...
Maybe because he's old. But yeah, but there's like a portal up above the Milky Way to where he can get right into it. God, this movie. Don't make
I guess
me think.
I guess if you're gonna be flying around constantly, it's like people are like, "Why is Superman in the spaceship?" Like, because he doesn't want to fly all the time. He probably wants to go to sleep and have a ship on autopilot. Anyway,
Sinestro through every time that Sinestro shows up in this film, he's doing something shady to where you can tell that he's linked up with Parallax. So I think he's linked up with Parallax from the beginning. I think that he is. I think that there's some way that maybe he even sent those 3 aliens there to begin with to wake Parallax
that would have been
up.
nice. It would have made the post-credit sequence make sense.
Right.
But yeah, he's actually, because Sinestro, he was a great Green Lantern, and then he got corrupted or whatever.
He was, but I think he's already corrupted before this film, and he's in cahoots with Parallax.
I don't think he's in cahoots with Parallax.
100% he is.
I don't think he's in cahoots with Parallax. He wants the energy that makes Parallax, obviously.
Yeah, because he's working with Parallax.
I don't think he's working with Parallax.
He makes a yellow ring because he's tricking the what are they called? Not the Immortals. I keep calling them
the Guardians.
The Guardians.
Here's the thing. We see Parallax in here. He's a space octopus. Welcome back, 2007 Galactus. Now you come with octopus head form.
We've come full circle.
And Parallax in the comics, when they did show his true form, he looks more like a bug, like a snake and a bug.
Yeah, I mean...
Which, again, not the most exciting design, but better than giant head on a fart cloud.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about it, but like, yeah, it's bad, and it's just a blob on screen until you get that big zoom out towards the end of the film where you see him, at the end. It's like, okay.
Nah, it looks bad.
Yeah, it does.
So anyway, Abbotsford takes off. He's like, all right, got to find a new person. I'm going to die now. And then Hal Jordan wakes up next to a lady he'll never see again. And he realizes he's late for
Poor
work.
lady. Poor lady.
There's water in the tap. He was considerate.
I hope she comes back for the sequel.
No.
Yeah.
And he heads off to Ferris Air.
Yeah, cool.
Ferris. And him and his co-pilot, future wife Blake Lively as Carol Ferris, are the pilots.
They met on this film. This is where they fell in love.
I think he was still married to Scarlett Johansson on this film.
He might have been. They started dating after this film,
What a fucking dick. Oh, I'm married to Scarlett Johansson.
Wasn't she also married to someone else, too, when they...
I don't remember.
Blake Lively, or am I hearing that wrong?
I don't know.
Am I wrong with that?
I don't watch a lot of Blake Lively stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, you were
I think I saw The Town when this came out.
Oh, she was a drugged out junkie from Best.
Yeah. And you know what? I can't think of any other Blake Lively movies off the top of my head.
Are you a fucking cop? Are you a fucking cop? You a fucking cop?
So... he gets there. Ferris Air made a unmanned fighter plane, fighter jet, and he is the best pilot. So it's going to go up against him and Carol
to test them.
to test how well it does.
Yep. This scene in the locker room is just it sets the tone for the rest of this film.
Yeah.
That it's all just quippy, nothing serious. I think if you give Ryan Reynolds something serious and let him like run with it, like a not so much a Jim Carrey, because Jim Carrey's funnier, but like you give him something serious and he like crushes to where like. I think Ryan Reynolds would have actually crushed if they let him
that's
just
the thing.
be serious.
So, director Martin Campbell has come out and said he takes the blame for the movie. Probably wasn't all his fault, but he's like, you know what? I take the blame. We really messed up. And he said, like, it probably would have been better if Ryan Reynolds wrote the movie.
Well, yeah, now with Deadpool.
Yeah.
Anybody would say that now.
But yeah,
with success.
the quippiness, honestly, right now, I feel like we've been into a loop. We went into a loop.
Yeah.
Because we can't have Joss Whedon make stuff anymore because he got canceled. I mean, I don't give a
Plus,
shit.
he ends up with Flash getting in the middle of Wonder Woman's tits for a good gag.
Yeah, but his quippy dialogue was like so good on all the shows and movies.
Yeah.
And since he got canceled, we have to deal with so many other writers trying to mimic his quippiness, and
Yeah, but like
James Gunn's gotten it a little bit,
Yeah.
but everyone else, it fucking sucks. And this remind me of like watching the new Captain America Brave New World, where they're trying to do jokey shit and it's just not landing.
Yeah, well,
The worst part of this movie is I don't care about Hal Jordan. I don't like him. He's not funny.
yeah,
He's not relatable.
He's really not. He's never a good guy at any point until you see him with the nephew. But other than that, like
Outside of that scene.
that's to like redeem him a little bit, so that you're like, oh wow. But like,
And then like we learned that like he was in a relationship with Blake Lively and fucked it up. So you're like, it's not as exciting. We're like, I hope we get back together. I know that can be, but I'm just like, I don't know. You seem like kind of a dick. I kind of don't want her to get back together with
But
you.
she even says that like he's been given everything in life. His whole entire life has been easy. Everything that has come to him has been given to him, and he's been lucky. And then he's the one that's destroyed it all. To where it's like. If he was still like a good guy and found a way to fuck it up, like I'd get it, but like he's just a dick.
He is a dick.
So it's like, why do I care? Because I liked the Green Lantern comic books. Like
That's pretty much what they were banking on.
What the
Now
fuck?
let's get these pants off and fly some planes. So they're flying. So they're flying. He is I don't know what his name is. But she's Sapphire.
Highball, and she's
Sapphire, and
Yeah.
she's got the Star Sapphire logo on there.
because his dad was Martini, so he's
Right.
Highball.
And then
Alcoholic drinks.
Taika Waititi is the Thomas Kalmaku character.
Yeah.
Who is
Wild.
who is a one of Green Lantern's best friends of the comics, who's supposed to be played by an Inuit person, but I guess Taika Waititi doesn't care about Inuit representation in films, and he robbed an Inuit of a role in Hollywood. And I think, Taika, you should apologize. How often do you get to see Inuits in major blockbuster films?
Don't bring me into this bullshit, Tony.
Yeah. Taika saw a role meant for an Inuit and said, I don't care about those people.
This is gonna sound
It's my turn.
really stupid. What is an Inuit? What are you?
Well, you probably know the more offensive term Eskimo, but I am very progressive. Also, this character.
Sorry, my
this
apologies
character
for all
is-
the Inuits out there watching. But,
Also, this character is in the comics still, but his early days, they might have given him an offensive slur for a name.
Oh God!
But they kept the character. He's like still in the comics. They're like, oh, we just don't call him that name anymore.
He's
And
a
we don't
good-looking
draw him
guy,
to be
too.
offensive looking.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
So I guess the movie was like, well, we need to put Green Lantern's friend in there. But again, Taika Waititi hates Inuits and he doesn't want them to be in movies.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe he is a little bit Inuit. You ever think about that?
No.
Have you seen his 23andMe?
We'll look into it.
Okay, cool.
So they're like, give him his friend character, but what purpose does his character serve other than to just be in scenes?
To have this sexual tension between each other.
That would have been something.
There's this little bit of like bromance that's going on that you're like, whoa.
And no,
dude.
it's so manufactured. Like his character is like the only one who knows Hal's secret, but like he doesn't really help him in anything. He's not there at the end.
Yeah. There's no guy in the chair. There's no.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's like, I'm the friend who knows his secret, and I will play no part in the plot.
Yeah.
I'll just show up once in a while to go like, ha, right, Hal.
Wow. When is the last part that we see him? Is that when he shows him the suit? Do we see him again
No,
after
it's
that?
a little after that. He talks to Carol and him.
There's a lot of characters in this that just you don't see again after weird shit happens. Yeah.
Carol's dad disappears. All these characters.
Amanda Waller disappears
Hal's family
again.
disappears.
Yeah, it's
So characters that just get written out.
Hal's family has one scene with like 5 different guys running around the kitchen. I'm like, which one's the brother? Which one's
They're not even in
What
the
are we
big-
doing?
A battle at the end, like like people he could be saving that he would have a personal connection to.
You just for 1 second see the mom. Oh yeah, okay. So with this fighter jet scene, right,
Yeah.
that we're flying into here. See what I did there? Thank you. So he sacrifices his co-pilot, right, to succeed, to win, because he's a dick.
Yeah.
So you're seeing in the beginning of the movie that he's willing to sacrifice his wingman and this and that. So I'm thinking like that's a little, character arc for the end of the film that there's going to be a final fight. to where he sacrifices himself, not the wingman, to get the job done. And not to, jump to the end, but I just want to lay out the groundwork now, saying like there's a lot of shit through this film where you think like, oh, that's going to come back around. And that's a good story
Some
arc.
things
and
do come back around. There is some setup and payoff. But
very little though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he does try to save her at the end, but like, again, his performance is so weak in this.
There's not even like a fight at the end.
Even if he is like doing all these beats and learning like all this stuff, his acting, it just, whenever he's being serious in this movie, it doesn't come off organic. It just feels like he's doing a parody of a serious character. Maybe. And I've seen him do like legit serious roles. He's good at them. Yeah. Not this. I feel like he was just winking and nodding the whole time. Anyway, so yeah, he sacrifices the jet. He sends them into the stratosphere. All 3 jets die. He shoots them on the way down, simulated, of course.
Right.
He destroys the jet.
It's millions of dollars.
Yes, and then they find out, because the military doesn't want to sign the contract, they find out that they have to lay off like thousands of workers.
Yeah.
And then Hal's just like, yeah, but I showed you all the flaws and stuff. They're like, you didn't have to do it in front of the investors, you prick.
What a dick.
Like, what the fuck? Why didn't you do this any earlier? Why did you wait for today to do this?
Or at least just like play along then, just be like,
and then
they got me.
Carol's dad does the right thing and fires him. And then Carol, for some reason, is like, no.
Yeah.
And then he gets mad at her because everyone leaves. And he gets mad at her and he's just like, how dare you work behind a desk? She's like, I can still do a cockpit if I want, but like I'm allowed to have, I further my career.
The dialogue sucks.
That's another thing. So it's him. He's doing like the whole Arrested Development thing where he's not maturing.
Yeah.
But then it's also, he's afraid to conquer his fear because he panics in the thing when he remembers his dad, which how did he even finish flight school?
He's being chosen by the ring of being fearless.
So he's childish and
but
immature.
All it shows is how much fear he has.
Yeah. And then he has fear that cripples him. And he's an unlikable dick. There's like 3 things here
that a ring wouldn't choose him.
And at the end of the movie, I never feel like he really grew past any of it, really.
There is no overspanning arc of like, hey, he became a better person by the end. No, he's just like, I learned how to get over that fear thing. I learned about the sun's gravity pull.
And I don't sacrifice people, but
about the gravitational pull.
So, but he's mad at her for wanting to progress and everything. It's like a whole thing.
He shouldn't have even been hired for this job if the whole point is to sell the military planes. Yeah. They should hire a guy who would take the fall and be like, wow, those planes are really good. Huh.
So
go on.
He's pissed. He gets out. So then Abin lands on a beach. And he sends the ring. Well, he has the ring shoot a green orb to just travel around and look for people.
To feel out your heart, your consciousness, your fear, your level of fear.
The man without fear.
The man without fear.
Hal visits his family for his nephew's birthday, and they're all pissed at him because they're seeing on the news that he almost died.
Why is it on the news?
I mean, yeah.
There's like the whole story through this like film. Whenever something happens, it's always on the news.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, why is there a news crew there? And then they're also,
I guess it's a big plane explosion.
But then they also know, well, it's Hal Jordan who almost died, like his father 20 years ago when so and so.
Look, it's a comic book movie. I'm not going to nitpick too much on that detail.
I'm just kidding.
But his whole family is upset because that's how their dad died, and they hate that he does this because it reminds them of their dad dying.
What do you have, a death wish? You want to be just like him?
Yeah. But then they're like, "Where's my nephew?" And he's like, "He's upstairs crying because he thought his uncle died."
Duh! Don't you know that?
So yeah, he goes up there and he tells him like, "Hey, buddy, when I'm up there, I feel great, and you got to set aside those feelings of fear." And then the green orb was just like, "That seems like a nice guy," and then just goes right into him. And he's like, "Oh!" Anyway, as I was saying, kid,
it was even just like a, "Oh yeah,
yeah." And the kid should be like, "Are you okay?" And he should be like, I think I'm having a heart attack. I don't know." Doesn't even think anything of it.
Even when the kid walks out, you think he'd be like, what the fuck was that? But no, he's just like, I'm a good guy. I'm a good uncle. Huh.
So yeah, he tells him like, "Hey, you gotta just not be afraid. Now get out there and let's play. And I'm gonna play with your Hot Wheels toy to set up an action scene." At least it was set up, I guess. I don't know.
You know, he went to talk to the kid to get him out of the room and ended up just talking all about himself.
Yeah.
Like,
and then,
all right.
Then he walks out of the house. And he gets into a green ball, and he's like, "Ah!" He's like in a green hamster ball. He's like, "Whoa!" And by the way, the visual effect, they shouldn't have looked this bad. Yeah. They look really bad, and it's not even like 2011. No, there were some good movies with good. Thor didn't look this bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, agreed. But
This
I don't
movie looks
know.
really bad. By the way, this is the at the time. I don't know if it's changed since then. This was like the only DC movie since Catwoman that wasn't produced by Legendary Pictures.
Really.
Yeah, because Superman Returns and the Nolan films were, and I don't know if that's why maybe those movies look good. This one looks like shit.
Yeah, whoever
He's in his little hamster ball. and
Yeah,
he
that
la-
should have just been like a green film, like around him.
Yeah.
that took him up.
No, you didn't like the hamster ball and him going like, "Wah!"
Yeah, that wasn't my style. Yeah.
So yeah, it takes him to Abin Sur. He's just like, "Hi, I'm the Green Lantern. Take this ring. There's a lantern. You got to charge it and say the oath. I got to die now."
Oh, let me get you to a hospital where they treat purple blood.
Yeah. And then his suit
Come on.
disappears when his energy goes away. And it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
So then he calls Tommy, to pick him up. And he's just like, "Whoa, an alien." He's like, "Yeah, I buried him under some rocks
Yeah.
next to the spaceship." Like, well, they're going to know he's there.
Yeah, why did we bury him? Why did we, I guess, touch
Yeah.
him? But also, like, I mean, it's a comic book movie,
Yeah.
but the helicopters show up. How long did it take Taika Waititi to get there?
Yeah.
And then they're like, hurry up, go. And then they didn't see that he was there. Like, come on, somebody should have known he
Yeah,
was
so
there.
they run away. The lantern makes the car jump for like a second. So he's basically just implicated
Was
his
that the
friend.
lantern that made the car jump or the bridge?
It was the lantern, I think. It made him like, he like hits it and it makes
Maybe.
an energy
Yeah.
thing. So he
Okay.
implicates his friend and all this shit.
Yeah.
So they take off, and then on Oa, we see Sinestro talking to the Guardians, and he lets them know that it was Parallax that killed Abin Sur.
Oh, man.
And he doesn't like that the Guardians are taking too long to act. And he's like, "Hey, can I get a squad of me and my boys?
He did sound just
We'll
like that.
roll up on Parallax," which again, because they weren't clear about the timeline for shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's been doing this for like 20 years. No one stopped
I
him
think he's
yet.
been doing it for about a week or two. Yeah, by this point.
It feels like it's recent. I know space is big.
It feels like about a week.
Space is big.
Uh-huh.
And in any other movie, I'd accept that it takes them a long time, but we see how fast they traveled all the sectors. I'm like, no, this doesn't work.
I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, so
Hey, yo, Guardians, can I just get a couple of my boys and let me take
and
them out?
Sinester's another thing where like his makeup looks great. He looks how he's supposed to look, but then he's
Yeah.
got that stupid suit on him, and I'm like, it's taking me out of it.
Yeah, Mark Strong is fantastic in this role.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Guardians look good. I mean, I'd take that.
Mm.
We see them again in the CW Crisis on Infinite Earths. We do get a little shot of Oa that was that was reused from this film. I just wanted to throw that in there at one point.
Yeah, they throw in
But,
like
yeah.
little things from other.
Yeah, I think it's whatever was shot, of the wide thing of Oa. Also, it was in the crossover comic for Crisis on Infinite Earths, the CW's. They actually go to Oa and they meet Killmonger and
The movie
Killmonger,
version?
Kilowog, and now the comics.
Oh.
For the CW shows,
Yeah.
they had like an extra comic that went with the Crisis on
I didn't know
Infinite
that was
Earths.
out. I never read the CW comics that were out.
And they
at the
meet
time.
Sinestro and Kilowog
that's
and all that. Yeah. Go
We
on.
get to see adult Hector Hammond,
Yeah.
and he's picked up by some men in black. They never say what the agency is, but it's Argus because it has like the A logo.
Yeah.
And we see Amanda Waller, the first Amanda Waller, played
Yeah.
by goddamn
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
She's wonderful.
yes,
She's great. And
the little skull that sits on this computer fella.
she's great and everything. It's upsetting that she was wasted in this.
Yeah.
Like you said, they never call it Argus. They also never call it Coast City. Not once do they ever say where they are.
I think it's on the plates on the cars, but yeah, I don't remember them ever calling
Is
it Coast
like
City.
there's like nothing's labeled. Even like a lot of the sets in this doesn't show any type of like character like.
Okay, can we talk
background or
about this
anything like
lab
that.
set?
So
So
all looks like shit.
she brings Hector in because I guess there's a secret reason she brings him in. But she's like, yeah, you've done research on like aliens and stuff, and we found an alien. She's like, this is the first time we've
You
ever...
read an alien book when you were 9, and we
Yeah.
figured we'd bring you in.
She's like, this is the first alien we've ever been in contact with, despite what the conspiracy theorists believe. But knowing Amanda Waller, I'm like, that's a lie. There's probably like 15 aliens there. But this room, it looks like one part of the Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah.
It's got this big circle, and there's just something that's spinning constantly. I'm like, what does that thing do?
That's-
Why is it spinning?
Never explained.
This doesn't feel like a lab for biology. This feels like testing particles. And they got an alien here. And there's that thing spinning. There's another glass bubble that I don't know what the fuck it does.
Right.
Later on, there's flamethrowers attached to arms. Like, what is this room?
Oh, yeah. Huh. Maybe it's like meant for like, because they knew that they were bringing in Hector and they didn't really trust him. So it was meant for like, if this alien wakes back up, they, you know, like they just can obliterate whatever it is in there.
Yeah.
Huh.
So then we get the Batman kind of did this where like the hero and the villain are kind of having their origin at the same time, but it's popularized in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So Hal is trying to figure out his lantern the same time Hector is doing an autopsy and gets hit with the parallax thing.
Right.
Much how Spider-Man got bit by the spider on the same day that Norman Osborn tested the serum.
Right.
It's just really taken from that movie because that's what works.
But it's so plain as day.
Yeah.
There's no like it's played out, it's overdone, but it doesn't even like it doesn't get you going. It doesn't look good. It's so boring.
I feel like we gotten past the whole like hero and villain origin in the same movie thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. Like, I mean, it could be done if done well. It's just
it could be, but
it wasn't done because it like
the
you said,
Fantastic Four also did that. Dr. Doom got his powers the same time as the Four.
But like you said, it's been done a lot of times and it's been done well. It's just with this film, it just doesn't feel right. It just feels bland.
He finally hits the ring. He tries a bunch of stupid oaths. He hits the ring he hits the lantern with his ring
by accident.
And then his eyes flash and suddenly he knows the oath.
Brightest day, blackest night.
And it's just a weird place for him to do the oath for the first time on his couch in his apartment.
No. Give me like some kind of epic fucking moment. You know what I mean?
Well, they try to have one later and it sucks.
Yeah, there's so. Oh my god, dude! Wait till we get to the end.
So he does that, and then Carol shows up. She's like, "Hey, want to hang out?" He's like, "Let's go out for a drink. Let's go to the bar, and I'm gonna flirt."
You want to talk and drink, talk and drink and talk.
Yeah.
Do you want to say the oath together? Should we do it? No, we can do it later. We'll do it.
In brightest day,
in darkest night,
or I thought it was in blackest night.
Well, yeah. See, that's why I said we should do it later.
In brightest day, in
blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight.
Let those who worship evil's might beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Boom, boom.
Yeah!
Suck it.
We're cool.
Yeah,
we both have bad knees.
No,
and we're in our mid-30s.
No, my knee's good, dude. I don't have one bad knee, man. And I'm only 34, so I'm not even mid yet, dude.
Oh, sorry. You're so far away. You're such a young stuff.
Bro, dude. I'm still young, man. This is nothing. My bionic leg. I feel like the bionic man.
I don't have a brace on, but my knee's been hurting for months.
It's a just-in-caser.
Anyway.
It's an MCL problem. Don't worry, I'll be better in 2 weeks. We're good.
Anyway, we're cool, guys.
Yeah. I lost 18 pounds in the past 2 weeks.
Well, don't fucking brag about that. I'm still trying to lose that blizzard weight I put on you, dick.
I finally got back to working out. I'm in the gym. I quit drinking over a month ago, and I quit smoking 3 weeks ago.
I never smoked.
That's why you're ahead of me.
I've been drinking a little bit more, but I'm not a big drinker. It's like a once or twice every few weeks thing.
Wasn't a big like drinker, but like it just on the weekends. It just I didn't want that hangover anymore. I was like, I don't need it.
Oh god, I had one.
Yeah,
not too long ago.
I just feel like I feel thinner from not like mostly just water and all that I'm drinking, and like I feel like everything just left my body.
Yeah, now now the weather's better. I can go back to like walking. I used to like doing the gym and then doing the park walk, and I just haven't been able to do it. That fucking blizzard sucked. Anyway, so he goes out with her. They talk about how like he wasn't there for her birthday, and that's why they broke up.
Dick again forgot her birthday.
Forgot her birthday. So when he goes outside and he starts getting his ass kicked by the men who got laid off because of him, I don't feel bad.
No.
I'm like, no, he fucked over like 1,000 workers.
Yeah, you screwed everyone.
And then to make things worse, he goes to punch them, but the ring gives him a giant fist, and then he murders 3 men, or at least severely cripples them. Because they all, like, 2 of them get thrown into cars, so they're shattered. Another guy goes through a brick wall. I'm like, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
He's got a concussion. He's gone.
He just wanted his job back.
Yeah.
He's got to feed his family, and now he's in the hospital for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, these aren't the guys that you get to beat up the hero. because I don't think it's cool when he beats them up. I feel bad for them. Like, wait,
Exactly.
so he made them lose their job and he killed and crippled them? Like,
It should have just been like muggers or someone maybe inside the bar, like like in Man of Steel, like somebody inside the bar tried to mess with him and then followed him
not
outside.
the people that are rightfully. I mean, I guess you shouldn't be beating up people with bats, but he really fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to resist beating the shit out of him. It's not the right people to attack him to make me feel sympathetic. I'm like, no, I'm actually on their side. Fuck this guy.
Even
Give one of them the ring.
maybe you guys should have this. Even the bar scene before this, like it feels just so bland. And then the song that comes on for them to want to start dancing is like, and he's like, oh, this is our tune. We should, and it's like, what song is this? What are we? It feels so
bad. So then the ring turns him into a ball again. Yeah. It sends him through a black hole to Oa. And at the same time this is happening, Hector starts like transforming.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not outwardly yet, but something is happening to him. Hal wakes up in a lab, basically naked.
Yeah, they just wanted to show off his muscles.
Yeah.
I'm going to look like that in one more month about that. Yeah, I'll be shredded.
And then he starts getting hit with stuff, and it makes his suit, and you get to see the whole suit get created. Looks like shit. Looks like shit.
It doesn't look like shit there.
It looks bad. The CGI mask is the worst part.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that it's, like, all green on his eyes, it just looks bad.
Yeah. Whatever they do,
it looks like there. I mean, I know he has a mask, but...
I get it.
And they didn't do the white eyes, but it looks...
They did like a crystallization of his eyes, though. Like,
a little bit. They make his eyes like whitish.
They're white-ish, which is like, it feels, I mean...
Dude, it's just...
weird.
The effect always looks bad, but there's times where it looks worse than others. There's times where it's like brighter green, doesn't feel like it's shaded properly.
Right.
But that mask on his face just never looked right.
Correct. That's why I feel like that's why they don't let him wear it a lot, because they were like, this does look like shit. Let's not do it. Yeah.
They say like your mask will show up when you need to conceal your identity,
which is never.
Which is like almost
like twice in this film.
They should have said, oh, and also a hat will show up, so your haircut that never changes. Superman at least changes his hair. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, that's why later in this film.
Everyone should have been like, hey, it's Hal Jordan wearing a mask. I know, because I saw him a second ago, and he has the same jaw structure and the same hair.
At the party, yeah. It should, yeah.
It's weird that people who know him very well, like I defend Superman a lot. I mean, but again, Superman does change his hair and everything.
I like what they did in the new film.
Yeah, the hypno glasses.
That's good.
But like, I mean, there's a lot of people I know that I don't see often. If they switch their hair, I might think it's a new person. Yeah. But literally, all these people see him, and then he shows up with the exact same hair, same jawline, and you would just be like, Hal put on a costume. What is he doing here?
Especially when you're at a party with him and you see him 1 second.
Yeah, that's the stupid thing.
You see him the next, and you're like, wait, no, that's you just wear.
I don't like to nitpick the superhero identity. I like it, but in this case, I'm like, that's bad. You got to change his hair at least. All right, so he wakes up. He's testing out his suit. He does the little strut thing.
Yeah, he pulls one of these.
And then Tomar is just like, hi.
You done admiring yourself?
Done admiring yourself? You're one of the You're one of the Green Lanterns and then he says...
Didn't we hear this already?
He says all the knowledge of all the sectors.
Home to 80,012 galaxies, 2.34 million sentient species.
So the Green Lantern Corps put all this knowledge in his brain, and he's like, oh yeah, the 300 something sector. He's like, how did I know that? We're like, we've given you all this information.
Yep.
And then Tomar goes, and here we are on Oa, and he goes, Oa?
Where am I?
And it's like, oh,
I'm done.
Did the ring that gave you all the knowledge not let you know what the main planet is?
I'm hobbling away.
You're hobbling away. Oh, but it's even better, Frank.
Go on,
The
Tony.
ring that gave him all the knowledge, except for where the main planet where all the Green Lanterns hang out is.
Where we gave you the knowledge.
Yeah, Tomar says, yes, this was built by the Guardians. And then Hal goes,
Guardians.
Guardians? It's like, wait. What the fuck knowledge did this ring give you? It feels like it just told you how many numbers of sectors there are, and that was it.
Sorry,
like, Tomar should have been like, we have to plug you in the machine again. I think something got messed up.
We weren't down uploading all the information.
Yeah,
to your
like,
brain.
hey, did it crash? Do we have a bug in our system? Because this motherfucker knows how many sectors there are, but he doesn't know about Oa and the Guardians. I feel like that's like the first thing he should learn.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh fuck, oh god."
So then they fly around a shitty looking CGI Oa.
So I like his first flight. Come on,
No.
no,
No,
you didn't
it's
know
bad.
that he was gonna fall and then somehow come back up and be like, "Woo!"
No.
like they do in
Again,
every movie.
it's so by the numbers, yeah.
It is, yeah. It is. It's very bland.
And then, so he's showing him around Oa. And then Al asks what the big eternal battery is.
Yeah,
That's just another one the ring forgot to tell
yeah,
him
we should have
about.
known. Yeah, that's so.
So yeah, he doesn't know what
wild.
the battery is, but apparently it pulls from the willpower from all the universe,
Yeah,
and it charges all their lanterns, which in then turn charges all their rings.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is yeah.
Do they have to bring their lanterns to Oa to charge, and then is it like my portable charger that I charge here and then
no.
take out to charge my phone?
To charge my phone, which
That's
then
how it
needs,
feels.
yeah, it needs
I
to be
never know
charged.
how the lanterns work. It just feels like they charge on their own or something.
No, I think just the power of will automatically goes to the lantern to where
okay.
then he just touches it with the ring.
And what's the battery do? Does the battery just send it out to the?
Yeah, I think that's like the main point that everything comes in and then shoots out to the lanterns.
Okay. I'll accept it.
Like I said, I wasn't a big Green Lantern comic
Nah.
reader, but I mean it does make sense in my head. Also, I forgot the big fun fact that I was going to tell
What are
you.
you going to tell me?
When Hector goes to see Abin Sur's body and goes to dissect it and all that, right? When he walks into Argus,
Yeah.
the one tunnel or room that he sees is labeled 54, room 54.
Yeah.
Waller comes out of room 53.
Okay.
And then they walk through and they don't show you the room number, but I'd assume that it's room 52. That year, 3 months later, because this is June, so 2 months later, started the new 52. Say it with me, yeah.
Which I didn't like. I like some of the stuff in it, but I hated that at the time.
Yeah,
I
like Justice League number, like the first couple of Justice Leagues and then meeting all over again because I kind of liked getting back into that and reading.
I
it all.
stopped reading at this point because they just kept rebooting. They did Infinite
Oh,
Crisis,
yeah.
which was fine.
Yeah,
But then they did like Final Crisis and then Countdown and
yeah,
and then something else. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. You keep rebooting all your goddamn. I'm done.
yeah. I like Final Crisis, but yeah, no, that's my
yeah.
fun fact. That
Yeah.
I don't know if because I tried to look it up online to see if anyone else
Well, this is
mentioned.
after the 52 story came out, so probably.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't see that anybody mentioned it or anything like that, so I figured I'd throw my theory because you never see the number 52, but in my mind we're counting down.
We're gonna go for it.
54,
We're gonna go with
53.
that.
Yeah. So if anybody asks, say Frank Volpe's the first to tell you about it. Call up Ryan Reynolds and let him know that I know that he knows that we all know, baby.
So, so Sinestro is having a big meeting
yes,
with all the other lanterns, and then he throws shade at Hal for no fucking reason.
a little bit.
Whose light can never be replaced.
And everyone's giving Hal shit. It's like, guys, he didn't choose to be a lantern.
Yeah. He's not meant to be a lantern.
I'm like, is he allowed to quit and you can get someone you like? Like, they're like, oh yeah, Abin Sur died and no one will ever replace him. And Hal's like, I just fucking got here. I just learned what this was 2 hours ago. I didn't ask to be here.
You don't know anything about me, bro.
You guys brought me here.
Give me a shot. Give me a chance. Yeah.
So yeah, throw shade at him, and then this is a weird thing where Tomar's like, I'm gonna teach you how to do constructs. I will be your trainer.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to learn the constructs, and then Kilowog, the late Michael Clark Duncan,
Yeah.
comes in and starts punching him, and he's like, I'm also gonna train you with constructs and fighting. And Hal's like, okay, and he's getting his ass
They
kicked.
just beat the shit out. They don't. There's
Yeah,
no
they beat the
training.
shit out of him.
There's no training at any point of
And
this
then
film.
Sinestro comes like, I will be your trainer. Like, how many fucking trainers
I'll
does
be
he have?
the judge of this to see what you've just learned over the past 30 seconds of getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, I was just like, can I just focus on one thing at a time? Like, what the fuck? Again, I didn't ask to be here.
What is happening? And why am I getting beat up by a gorilla of fish and some red man?
I don't know, if I was him, like, hey, one of the fucking Green Lanterns is a tiny wasp. You're telling me you fucking punched him in the ground, Kilowog? You would have killed him.
The squirrels reference in the new trailer.
Yeah,
Shit.
that was funny. One of them was a fucking squirrel.
It's good.
Yeah, so
It's wild. I know.
they look bad. They all look terrible. They're kicking his ass. We get the gravity thing. where he makes a construct of a sun. He's like,
Yeah.
that's the sun's gravity. It's so strong. You better figure out a way to get out of it.
That's the one callback that we really get.
Yeah. So 3 different teachers.
But also it feels set up. That whole sun thing feels set up. It's not even like, one of those things that it's like, hey, the callback. It's like, this feels like I'm going to need to remember this.
Yeah. So after getting his ass kicked by 3 different teachers who all trained him for less than 2 minutes, he's like, I fucking quit. I'm out. I don't know what I'm doing here. Get me the fuck out of here. Home. Boom.
Of course he gives up. And then he just goes home.
Yeah. And then the next day, Hammond is teaching a class, and he finds out he can read minds.
Yeah.
And also throw people around with his brain.
Yeah. What a loser.
Yeah. And then he's studying his blood, and he realizes his blood is turning yellow, and he gets a call from his dad. And he goes to meet with his dad, and instead of going to Argus right away and going, my blood's yellow, something happened.
Yeah.
He's sad that he's there because of nepotism, because the dad's like, hey, I'm actually on this committee. I'm the reason you got that job.
Yeah.
He's like, but there's better people. And he's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, son. And then he reads his dad's, because again, I feel like his dad has been trying to help him his whole life.
Right. I mean,
and again, it doesn't even feel like he's like, you need to follow my dreams. It's like, he's actually like helping him with this stuff. And the son is like unappreciative. He's not ambitious.
He's into aliens, and his dad just presented him with an actual alien to dissect.
But it feels like he's given him so many opportunities before, and he just like turned them all down and shit because he had no initiative, which again would be an interesting character flaw. But I feel like they wanted to be a sympathetic villain, but I'm like, it's not. He sucks.
Yeah, he's also a dick. The hero and the villain in this are both dicks.
They're both dicks. And it's not like one gets better and the other one doesn't. I'm like, no. The other one technically gets brain damage, so I actually feel bad for him.
They both mirror each other through a transition of being dicks.
Yeah. And then Hal just like becomes slightly less obnoxious. And it's like, all right, well, that doesn't really.
I guess.
So he realizes something's up with him. But he knows that his dad is now embarrassed of him, and he's upset about that.
Right.
So the Lanterns arrive at Sector 2312 to fight Parallax with a big space net and space nails.
Yeah. It's rough. It is.
It's not even done for like comedic purposes. Like in the new one, a lot of the stuff Guy was doing, it was just funny. Mm-hmm. But by the way, Twitter was really funny because they don't know how Green Lanterns work. In the new, one with the Superman movie and the new trailer, like, aren't the constructs supposed to be tethered to the ring? And it's just like, no, they don't have to be.
Yeah,
there's actually plenty of panels that show that they're not.
Yeah.
Again, it's just people want to get on internet fights,
right? So
they're just pretending they know the comics, but they don't.
Yeah. There's no good constructs in this film, other than the Hot Wheels, which I enjoy.
Some of them are purposely jokey, and then other ones are just fucking stupid.
Yeah, like the Guy Gardner ones in the new film are awesome. He does some really fun stuff with
finger was fun.
Exactly, but like with this, it's so bland. Again, you come back to that word.
A big net will get him. That'll get him.
I can make anything in the world, and I'm gonna trap him with a net. Good, even Sinestro. Damn.
So they all die, and I have it here. God, this looks terrible.
Except for they all die except for
except for Sinestro.
You know why? Because he's in on it.
Okay. Maybe if they
So he brought those lanterns to the Parallax so that the Parallax could ingest their fear, which I would imagine is like a bigger, more power for Parallax because they're Green Lanterns. So now he's helping to fuel Parallax and the fear rings, the yellow energy.
Oh look, I will give you
I'm
some
telling
leeway.
you, bro.
It'd be funny. Like I don't think he's working with Parallax, but I feel like it would have been interesting if he was the one who was manipulating events.
Yeah.
To justify the Guardians letting him use a yellow ring.
Yes. See, I think
if there was something like in Aliens.
Yeah.
When you find out that Burke, the company man, sent the people out to the spaceship who brought the aliens back. And they're like, wait, you sent them out there?
Yeah.
If there was like a revelation, like, Sinestro, you sent those aliens to riot.
Wait a minute, you're setting us up, and then the big actual end fight should have been between Hal and Sinestro. So then once he takes down Sinestro, maybe that takes the power out of Parallax.
If it was a sequel bait thing, but you had to at least there should have been something where like throughout the way we see that he was manipulating it. And then it would make that last scene more obvious. Or when he puts that ring on at the end, we go back to this scene and show his point of view, how he was like kind of the mastermind. if they shot that, if they wrote that, it cut it all out.
Yeah.
So he just seems like he's a normal good guy who's not very good at his job, and then he turns evil for no
Right.
reason.
But it does feel like they cut a shit ton out of this film from
That
jumping
would've
from
been-
one thing to the next.
That would have
Maybe-
been a good element in this,
Yeah.
and they just didn't.
I'd
do it.
love to read that, like the final script, to see like what they did cut out. Yeah.
So yeah, he murders all of them. He begs them to use the power of fear, but they decide against it.
Right.
Because they tell him like, "Hey, we tried this before, but one of our guardians, who wasn't even like evil, just got possessed by the power of parallax."
Ooh.
So Ab and Sur trapped him, and then we sealed away the yellow energy.
Yep.
I guess which is in Oa. Because I think in the comics, like it was like the core of Oa was parallax.
Yeah.
And they let him out.
Huh.
If I remember right. Sorry if I forgot.
Yeah. Let us know.
So Parallax is headed to Oa because he knows he can't be stopped, so he'll just take care of all of them.
Yeah. Why not? Just kill them all.
And Sinestro's like, please, we need a yellow ring to fight him.
Crazy.
Cut to a big party at Ferris Air. Hal and Hector chat for a second.
Yeah.
And again, Hal's being nice. Like, it is kind of funny that they both went through transformations, but they can't tell each other
Yeah.
about it. That's kind of funny.
He helps him here. He's like, well, I actually think it's the minds behind it all that, you know,
Yeah.
are the great ones and the heroes.
And again, if the movie was better, it would be interesting if, like, it pointed out that they were always nice to him and
Yeah.
he was a dick, but it doesn't.
Yeah. But like they're trying to show here that like Hal like is a nice guy and a hero. They're like, yeah, he's fucked up all these things, but like really at his heart, like that he is a good person and all that. But that's it. It's this one-off line that nothing comes of it. Hector doesn't acknowledge it or any like Hector even brushes that off that he did that.
Yeah.
So where it's like, well, you have to lean into that a little bit more for me to like see that, oh, okay, like Hal is a good guy and he's trying to be a better person, but they don't. At all.
But he flirts with Carol a little bit more. And it turns out she managed to seal the deal in the contract. There's some convoluted reason, but they managed to sell their unmanned fighters.
Something off screen just to progress
Yeah.
the storyline along.
Okay, I have a question.
Go on. Please ask.
Why does Hector drink his martini like this?
So I thought about this to show that he's already drunk. So like when you're like super drunk already, he was probably drinking before or drinking a lot beforehand. So they want to show because his next move, what he's about to do, he is about to try and kill his dad. Feel like he needs to be like a little bit more effed up to to do this, right? So
But to bend over and drink like a cat out of a martini?
So I think that even Peter Skarsgård, with the smart actor that he is, I think that he might have even recommended to do that to show that his character is drunk.
He doesn't do enough weird stuff like that. But that way it
'cause he's
stands.
drunk. Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't come off as drunk.
I think he was.
Frank, I've been drunk. I've never leaned over and drank like a cat out of a martini.
It's the we're going out drinking tonight, baby. I'll show you.
You said you don't drink.
I know, but I'm gonna get you drunk.
Oh, okay.
So by the fifth martini, I'm like, see what you did? See what you did? You're just like Space Cat, bro.
I don't know if they do martinis at my bar, but anyway, he's still simping for Carol all these years later. I'm like, you need to find a new girl to simp with.
Just move on, bro. She's too young for you.
Yeah, it's a little too late. It's like, because later on you find out he has pictures of her everywhere. I'm like, man, you got to find a new girl to simp over.
well,
There's always, guys, listen.
He's a
let me,
villain.
Let me address all the simps out there. Look, we're all guilty of it. You knew that I was simping for someone for like 2 years.
No.
Yeah, you were. Everyone knew I was simping for someone for 2 years. We all simp for a girl, but I want to let you guys know. There's always a new girl you can simp for who will let you down. You don't need to be hung up on the same girl for years.
Be let down by another.
Yeah, a lot of. I know you're supposed to say there's more fish in the sea. And you always find someone.
Right.
People say that to me, even though I tell them what my dating life's like, and they're just like, "Yeah, there's someone out there." I'm like, "Have you not heard all the nightmares I've been telling you about?" Anyway, there's always a new girl you can simp for who will let you down. But if she lets you down a couple times, like a number of times, look for a new girl to simp
To
for.
let you down.
Look, I'm not crazy in saying you're going to find love. All right? It's not doing, things aren't going well for old Uncle Tony here. But I just want to let you know, don't get hung up on this same girl over and over again.
Romance hour with Uncle Tony.
Anyway, there's always new girls there to let you know. He's still simping for her. Hammond spills the beans on aliens, and the dad's like, what are you talking about? Aliens, this guy. Such a kidder, my son.
Why would you say that?
He definitely wouldn't say anything that would get us killed.
Yeah.
So he's pissed at his dad. His dad gets in a helicopter and then flies the helicopter over the party to go, bye, everyone.
Wave. Yeah, this is stupidity at its finest.
Again, like, I know in a comic book movie you could do stupid things, but this movie is like, is it like a serious action thing or is it a fun joke? In the comedy with Jack Black, I would have bought a scene like this.
Maybe it was in the script back then.
So, Hammond uses his powers to make the one beer tap go into the helicopter.
Pressure.
Hal rings up and he stops the helicopter from crashing, which, by the way, the helicopter looks like shit. It's not moving right. It has no weight to it. It looks terrible.
But that's why they didn't have it fly away, because they probably would have had to, actually have something like actually flying to do that. So they were like, let's just lift it here.
So then he uses his ring to make a Hot Wheels track.
I like that. That's a part that I like about this film.
Why did he make it loop so much? Why did he just have the track go to like
stop? Yeah.
Like, oh, I made a track and now it's over here. He's looping it in the air. I'm like, what are you doing? Just land it.
And then in the meantime, Carol's in danger, so now he has to stop it to save her.
He's like,
and
oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have looped it 15 times. I should have just made it go around and on the ground.
How do I slow this thing down? Yeah. I thought it looked cool. I mean, even when I was a kid, not a kid, but geez,
I was saying, like, what the fuck? We're not a kid.
I was 20 when this came out, but I thought like that was the coolest part about the film, because that's the only time that we see some kind of cool construct from Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
to where it's like, then you never see anything cool again.
He makes a trebuchet at one point.
A what?
Trebuchet, the catapult.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
trebuchet.
Everyone sees the Green Lantern. He takes off. The more Hector uses his brain powers, the worse looking he gets.
Well,
and Parallax starts to sense that there's someone out there with his energy.
Yeah.
Across the universe. He just goes, a big giant head in space goes, blah, turns towards Earth. Yeah. It turns toward the camera. It knows where we're watching.
How do we show that Parallax finds this out? Oh, just have him have his head turn towards the camera
while he's eating a planet.
Also, the news the next day mentions, that there was a plane crash and all, or the helicopter crash and all this at the party and whatever, but it never mentions, hey, also there's a superhero in our midst.
Yeah, they got video of him.
Yeah. Hey, hello. nothing about it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Thomas demands to see the Green Lantern shit. He's like, hey, show me your suit. And he tries to show it off, but it doesn't work. Right. Yeah, so he charges it. He taps it without doing the oath.
Yeah, this is a bit sexual here.
Yeah.
This gets like a little like, you want to see it?
Yeah.
You want to see it?
And then he shows off his suit in bright daylight and it looks even worse. And they put this in all the trailers and it looked bad.
Wow. I know, right?
Well, I mean, like, even they're definitely on like a sound stage to where the window behind him is definitely all CGI as well, and then it's like it just all.
And then the writing is so bad. Taika Waititi's like, "You're so cool." He's like, "You're a superhero." Don't they always get the girl? I'm like, I guess, yeah. Taika really learned a lot from this movie.
Oh yeah.
And he used that to make a good movie called Thor Ragnarok. And then he forgot everything he learned and he made Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh, God, how about that? Oh,
that's fucking
upsetting.
terrible.
It really is
the drop in quality between those two movies is shocking.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Everybody was so excited about Ragnarok and Taika Waititi, and he's the guy, and he should be doing Marvel movies for the next 20 years.
And then he did that next one. I'm like, oh, never mind. Keep him away from all these.
Whoa. What happened with
Russell It wasn't even like it was a letdown. It was like, no, that was like one of the worst things. Yeah. And of course, he has to visit Carol in his Green Lantern form.
Because he gets the girl.
And this is like Spider-Man talking to Mary Jane and... They're doing that scene, and
only worse.
Yeah, worse.
So bad.
And then she kind of changes. Maybe they started sleeping together at this point because she's like, "Oh my god, oh super, you're so cool."
Well, when he first shows up, she's all like hot and heavy for him, not knowing that it's Hal yet.
Yeah,
because she was about to jump those bones.
Yeah,
and then once she realized it was Hal, I mean, it was still like there was a little lovey there.
But again, but she looks at him, she's like, Hal, I know that's you. He's like, how do you know? I'm like, I've seen you naked. Like, again, he didn't change his hair.
That's why.
It's not even like the hair. Like,
it's not like his dick's out.
He should have an additional mask for people who know him. Was it
Right.
Kyle Rayner had that bigger mask that covers
Yeah.
more of his face?
Yeah.
He needed. There's Domino mask is fine for people who don't know him in real life.
Yes.
If he's dealing with people who do know him, he needs to like cover his ears and everything.
or just go fly to her and show her then, like, and say like, hey, it's me. Like that
Yeah.
was crazy, right? Like, look what I can do now.
Again, I
'cause
don't
can
care about
trust
it
you.
in comics. It's whatever you can
Yeah.
spend. But in a movie, I'm like, it's so clearly the same guy.
Right, but like, I mean, it is comic book film, so like, I will let things like that slide. But like, it's a weird scene
Yeah.
to begin with, and then
Yeah.
she's all like, "Oh my god, like, what are we gonna do?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm gonna
And
save
then
the world, baby."
He brings her up to the tower. He's like, look at all this cool stuff I do. She's like, that's amazing. He's like, yeah, by the way, I quit my job. She's like, what the fuck?
No, hold on, wait. He goes, "Sorry that I forgot your birthday," and he gives her a necklace.
Yeah.
But it's made out of a construct.
Yeah.
So, and she's all like, "Oh my god, you got me a necklace."
It's gonna fade. As
And
soon
then
as
when he
leaves.
flies away, it's gone. So, what are we doing here?
But she's like, hey, Al, can you try not giving up for once in your life?
Yeah. Then she storms away. I think there was shit cut out of this scene too.
Yeah. It is very choppy. Even in the extended cut, it's choppy.
Yeah. When she walks away, and then you see her, because he says that, and then 2 seconds later, there's a shot of her walking back inside, and she's all like, "You quit everything." This, and
Yeah, we
that."
don't really
And
get
it's like, wait a
scenes-
minute.
I feel like because Superman Returns bombed, they didn't do any scenes of them flying together. Because Superman Returns tried to redo the Superman and Lois flying scenes.
Right.
And they were like, don't do any flying scenes with them. Don't.
Right. So I think that. So when I watched this, I thought that they were sitting on a rooftop, like in the city or somewhere else.
No, they're
or-
on the air
they're
traffic control
They're
thing.
just above her.
Yeah.
Once they zoomed out and they showed that, I was like, oh, they didn't actually fly somewhere.
No.
I was like, yeah, stupid.
Yeah.
So dumb.
He leaves, and then Hector goes to the science building, and I know that because it has giant words that say science building on it. And he gets questioned by Waller. She's like, hey, we found yellow alien juice inside the other alien. We think you were exposed. And he's sitting there like, ah! And I'm like,
What do you mean?
what do you mean? It's like, yeah, well, you know how like your head's gigantic?
I'm fine. You think Waller let it happen? She knew about it, and she let it happen like for like a little
In a better
science
movie?
experiment.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not this movie.
See.
But he touches her, and he sees her past. And we find out that she grew up in Cabrini Green, where her husband got killed, which is a real place. And it was the setting of Candyman 1, which I reviewed with Manny Muskets.
Oh, hey, Manny.
So, yeah, you know, she grew up, you know, there were a lot of crime there, and there was also a Candyman, and now she's dealing with aliens. She lived a rough life.
Was
this
she
woman.
in Candyman?
No.
No, that would be cool. Cool little throwback. That like, oh my god, yeah, she's from Candyman. So, this means nothing. This gives us nothing. He doesn't use it against her. He doesn't read her mind to use it against her or anything like that. It's just a little one-off to show that, oh, he can read minds.
He can read minds,
But
and
it's
we
like-
see a bit of her tragic past.
Yeah, but
It's
then
like,
I
okay.
guess it's a setup for later films if we see Waller again to like, you know,
Yeah.
be like, okay, well, this is why she's so hardcore and this and that. But yeah, it falls
Yeah.
short.
But yeah, they tell him he's been exposed, and again, his head is gigantic. He has a big head, not me. My head is normal size. You know, there's still a lot of people who make big head jokes, which I think is so 2023.
Yeah, why would they do that? I think
They're
you have
just
a
mean.
normal size
You know,
head.
a writer of a comic book makes fun of my big head.
Did he draw you? In the
I
comic?
am in the first issue of The Maniac.
Do you have a?
And they're trying to fund The Maniac too. And I really want to tell people to back The Maniac, but this goddamn writer
Yeah.
won't stop making big head jokes. So do not back Johnny Rockets The Maniac #2.
Johnny Rocket.
Do not back it, okay?
Hey.
Until he apologizes for making fun of my big head.
I think that Johnny Rocket, sir, Mr. Rocket, you should draw his head 10 times bigger in your next comic.
You agree that my head's normal size, right?
I think it's normal size, yeah.
Thank you. Frank's a
Yeah.
good friend.
Of
Frank's a good
course,
friend.
buddy. Shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Definitely not as big as this guy's
Dude.
real big head.
We're getting swole together, bro. Look at us, man. You're losing weight. I'm losing weight. We're
Dude,
back at it.
That's another thing. Like my knee being fucked up, I can't do any leg shit.
Yeah.
It's driving me fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I go to the gym and I work out. I'm just like, I could be doing a lot of leg stuff. I could be doing squats and shit, but I can't.
Yeah, not even cardio to burn off.
I could do
Huh.
like light walking,
Yeah.
like treadmill and stuff. It's not enough.
just hop on one leg.
I could do like the bike, kind of.
Yeah.
I had that bike up there and I was using it. Then my knee gave out. I'm like, this hurts.
Oh yeah, knee injuries aren't fun.
Which is that bike was so nice. I was able to watch like all my movies for the wrap ups while riding. I'm like, this is great. And then after a while, I'm just like, everything hurts on my knee. I can't use it.
No. Knee brace time.
Yeah, I have like a cloth one. It doesn't work that well. And then he just breaks out and he fights everyone. He fights his dad. He fights Waller. He tries to kill Waller. He puts his dad in the chair or the slab.
They don't have the metahuman bracelets to stop them from using their powers.
No.
That, Waller
Well, they're not used to in this universe. This is like all new.
Oh yeah, I guess
and then
I haven't done it yet.
Hal like looks at his ring, and then he just knows to be in the base. He just breaks down the wall.
Yeah, that he's never been to.
And like, look, I can kind of piece together that because they said the ring will alert you of danger.
Right.
But I assume a lot of the audience doesn't really know how the ring works. So there should have been a scene of him like flying around, and from his POV, the ring shows him where he needs to go.
But maybe the information just uploads right into his head from the ring. Like it
well,
did
we already
earlier.
know that it's not the best information.
But like, maybe
it's not the best
like,
intel.
Maybe you didn't get what.
Sadly, this is a world where the Green Lanterns will sometimes blow up a hospital because their intel from the magic ring doesn't work well. Again, he knew how many sectors there were, but he didn't know about the Guardians.
Where he was.
But that is such a joke. Like, I know they show him looking at his ring, so you're supposed to piece it together. But yeah, but this is still a little confusing. Like, there's a different, like, we know Spider-Man has a spider sense.
Right.
But we know it doesn't, it just knows that someone's about to attack him. It doesn't tell him to go to a specific place.
Where to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so Hal Jordan just breaks down the wall in the Green Lantern outfit. It's like, oh, he's here.
Here to save the day.
There he is. He just knew to get here.
Which this is probably the worst fight scene of all time.
It's pretty terrible.
Because he doesn't throw a punch. Nothing really happens. He
gets his ass kicked right away.
But he gets hit by an oxygen tank, and then he's down for the rest of this scene.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. He lays there, and then Hector kills his dad while he's watching.
Yeah, he throws him in and lights him on fire. Well, Hal was able to, like, make water and send Amanda Waller away.
Right. But then once he's kind of, like, down from the oxygen tank, he can't stop the dad from being killed by some kind of construct.
I don't know.
It's just this scene pissed me off, I think, the most.
Well, okay, Mr. You know what? I'm going to do a Man of Steel Frank.
Hit me.
It's his first time. He doesn't know how to do this.
What he's doing, man?
Look, he's not Green Lantern yet. He has to blow up a bunch of innocent people in the middle of town by the 7-Eleven and murder thousands of people.
No, I didn't say that, dude.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, he's not winning this fight. It's his first time.
He's
with the
fighting
Green
for like
Lantern.
20 minutes.
How's it feel? How's it feel?
He's at least fighting for 20 minutes in that goddamn film.
How's it feel? How's it feel to get there?
He's up against 3 fucking Kryptonians, bro. This guy's up against a guy with a big brain. And he doesn't even, he gets hit by an oxygen tank.
And I like that they're both on the ground. They beat the shit out of each other. They're both on the ground. Then Hector touches him.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you're the Green Lantern and you're Hal. And then Hal puts his ring on his big head. And then you see Parallax being like, I'm going to kill all of you, Green Lanterns. I'm psychic too, and I know what's happening. And then he goes, after I eat Earth, which I have to do for some reason. I can't do any other planet. It has to be your planet. I will go to O and kill them. I'm glad I gave you my entire plan.
Yeah.
Probably would have been better if that was a sneak attack.
Just showed up. Also, Hector in this scene, he lays on the ground like intentionally, right? Like he doesn't like get hurt.
I thought they both fell down.
So the way I saw it was like he was like messing with Hal, like, oh, you're on the ground, like
maybe,
look at you.
yeah.
And then he like lays down next to him and he's like, oh, just a top, which is like it's a choice.
Yeah.
This whole scene's it's
I guess
a choice.
I forget how the scene ends. Does Hal fly away?
He doesn't he blast his head or something and he gets away?
I guess so.
I think he like blasts his head or something happens and
Well, he touches his head to talk to
Skarsgård-
Parallax, and then he takes off.
Maybe Skarsgård just gets away and then Hal's laying there.
I don't know, but then he tells Thomas and Carol, which I get. This is Thomas's last scene, I think. He disappears after
Oh, he
this.
comes back. Oh, look at that.
He tells him what happened, and he says, "I'm scared like some kind of woman." And they're like, "Hey, stop being so scared like a woman, Hal Jordan. You need to man up."
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, you must not have watched the extended cut.
Well, I did. That's why.
Well, Frank, sometimes I pause movies and I give the dialogue.
Yeah. No, yeah. You just mute it while you watch, and you're like, yeah, that's what they said.
So then Carol motivates him, and again, Thomas does not need to be in the scene. He doesn't need to be in this movie. He's just kind of
In the background.
He's just kind of there. It's not even. He's like, I have a plan that can
Yeah.
throw off Hector's blah blah. He's like, wow, that really sucks. Hope you figure that out, Hal.
Yeah. It's not even like
I'm here.
It's not even like a comedic relief because
No.
Ryan Reynolds has already given us the comedic
No.
relief. So it's like,
It's just like, here's my friend.
yeah.
I'm telling him things. But yeah, Carol's like, hey, it didn't pick you because you're fearless. It picked you because you do have fear and you're able to overcome it.
She bends down in front of him at this point, too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah.
And he's like, yes.
Get it.
Okay. And then Parallax is like, hey, Hammond, kill a Green Lantern. Something you've never done before and don't know how to do. Make sure you kill that Green Lantern before I get there. And Hammond's
Yeah.
like, I'll do my best.
Sure.
Hal arrives on Oa.
I might have checked out by this point in the film.
Well, Hal, in this point in the film, Hal arrives on Oa.
Oh, yeah. Again. Like,
Yeah.
oh, God. Yeah.
And he sees the Guardians and he says to the Guardians, hey, stop acting like women. I know you're all scared like ladies. We need to man up and fight this. Again, I might have been enhancing
bit.
that. I should have been the script doctor on this. You
I
think?
should have called you and listened to you talk while I watched. Sinestro.
One of the Guardians goes, I actually am a woman. He's like, get out of here. Not on my own.
Sinestro, at this point, like I've been saying,
Yeah.
is convincing them that
Yeah.
they, or did they already make it? Did they already make the yellow ring at this point?
Yes, they made the ring and
Already
he's
made it.
going to use it. And then Hal shows up.
He says, though, to let Earth die, which is like, he knows that once Parallax comes and kills Earth, that he's going to be so strong that it's going to be harder for the Green Lanterns to fight him.
Yeah.
He's walking Parallax through this whole fucking movie. Dude.
By the way, speaking of Hal just knowing things, Sinestro's like, we will use the ring. And then Hal shows up and he's like, don't use that yellow ring. It's like, wait, Hal, do you know what the ring is? You weren't there for any of this.
But you know.
Is this one of the things that your ring is telling? He's like, don't use that yellow ring with the power. It'll corrupt you. I'm like, wait, Hal, do you know that? I know you know Hector is possessed by power, but do you know that it came from the Guardians?
Yeah.
And that they made this and everything? I'm like, how did you learn all this information? I don't. Did you just piece it together that well? I would show up and be like, wait a minute, you guys are responsible for the yellow thing?
Yep.
And then he goes, look, I need your help to save my planet. Don't let my planet die.
Go on.
And then they're like, no, we can't endorse this. We sympathize, but we can't risk that many losing more lanterns.
Sinestro already fooled us into thinking that this is what we should be
Yeah.
doing. Yep.
Yeah, so they're like, you're going to have to try and stop him on your own. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And it's like, what was the point of even this whole Oa thing? He's like, I'm going to do it with or without you. I'm like, you could have just stayed and fought him yourself.
And the quickness of, because it's the immediate next scene, he gets to Oa. So it's like, okay, well, how long did it take to travel there? Or should you be defending Earth? Or what's going on? Why did you leave your girlfriend there when this guy knows who you are now and maybe it's dangerous? And then my favorite line is when he says, when it was like real heroic, when he says, we have a saying on Earth. It's, I'm just human. And I was like,
So bad.
wow, that's
it's so bad. And
that's
again, the
saying?
effects are getting worse as the movie goes on.
That's your big line, your big moment, that I'm just human, so you should save us and not let us die. I was like, wow, this is good. And then boom, then we're back on Earth.
We're back on Earth, and Galactus has arrived.
Yes.
To eat the Earth. Hal gets ready to face off against Hammond, and Hammond has Carol suspended in the air with a needle full of the yellow. I guess he just got more yellow alien.
Why
juice.
would you leave? And if you did
Good
leave,
question.
then maybe you should, put Carol in like a safe place or
Yeah.
a safe bunker, or just fly her up somewhere high where this guy can't find
Something.
her. And yep. No.
And by the way, Hammond's body's so deteriorated from the power that he's now in a wheelchair. And he's just like, I'll kill her with the needle, and then I'm gonna make her like me, so she'll like me,
yeah.
because I'll never be strong like you. And Hal's just like, oh, I'll just give you the ring.
Yeah.
I'll give you the ring to help you.
There's no Green Lantern fighting here.
No, he's
There's
like,
no big end set piece.
yeah, he's like, here's the ring. Let me give you this ring. And he's like, yo, I got the ring. And he's like, now you're gonna free Carol. And he goes, I lied. But then it turns out Hal was lying, because then
No, I lied. No, I lied. No, I lied.
So did Hal like program the ring to be like, pretend he has powers for a second, then come back to me?
So, like, I guess, like, yeah, I mean, because, yeah, he shoots it once. What the fuck, man? I guess once he shoots at Hal, the ring realizes, like, oh,
Yeah.
this isn't right. Which I do kind of like, Like that's a fun little tidbit. Well, you weren't chosen. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
But like there needs to be some kind of battle there. There needs to be some other kind of fight. I'm saying like he really should have. I know you're leaving Sinestro for the second film if it gets made, but like I need Green Lantern to fight someone or something.
Who's someone else? Again, I don't know too much about the Lantern villain. I know the Manhunters.
I don't know.
But Parallax just feels like too big for a first villain.
I don't know. Green Lantern should have been turned in. Hal Jordan should have turned into Parallax in this film. Oh, give me Lobo. Let's have Lobo show up for.
Well, you're getting Lobo. Anyway.
Yes, we are, baby. I'm hype. You
Anyway,
hype? I'm hype.
Hector Hammond does his little girly scream. He's like, "Ah!" And then Parallax shows up. He's like, hey, you failed me. Also, I guess I just changed size because one moment I was the size of a planet and now I can fit in this warehouse. Anyway, I'm Parallax. I'm here. I'm a yellow fart cloud. And you failed me. You're a skeleton now. And he sucks the fear out of him and he dies.
Horrifying.
So they have to come up with a plan to get. He tries to get the ring.
Yeah.
Parallax starts sucking his soul, and then Carol fires one of the unmanned jets into him, and then finally he gets the ring back.
She doesn't give up her wingman.
No.
No.
And he gets her out of there, and then it's just like, go away. I gotta go fight this thing.
See,
like, you're not gonna fly her further away.
Bye.
But yeah, now here we get a fight. He has to fight Parallax.
Does Parallax suck the souls of a full city before this or after?
It's around this scene.
Right?
It happens during this. He just starts like eating the goddamn city.
But like that's never touched on ever again. That he literally took the souls of like possibly millions of people.
Well, not million. Like it was a couple blocks of thousands.
You think so?
But yeah, he's just eating people. And he tries to come up with ways to stop him. He uses the trebuchet.
Right.
And
okay. Yeah.
he does the trebuchet to shoot something, and then he has cartoony springs throw a truck in the air.
Yeah.
So again, like the movie's too serious to have these jokey constructs.
Right.
If they balance the humor and action, it might work a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which again, I thought the new Superman had a nice balance of like humor and action. That's why the Green Lantern, when the Green Lantern was in there, you knew it was more of like a funny thing.
Yes.
Or if they use the funny constructs for like moments of levity. But here I'm like, this feels like jokey shit in a pretty serious scene.
Right. And I think the new series is going to be serious between John and Hal.
Yeah.
But they have Guy in there as well to where he'll bring the comedic moments and
Parallax tries to eat him, but then he recites the oath. Which is funny, he's like, in Blackest Day, and the whole time Parallax like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, you suck, fuck you.
This is, because even this shot, like, oh man, this is rough. So like, it's tight on Hal's face. There's no like, there's no epic moment of seeing the gravity of this situation. It's just shot just clean right here with a bit of Parallax in the background and a green glow that he's glowing off.
Yeah.
There's no like, it just takes you so far out of this film the way that this part's shot that you're just like, okay. It also feels, who did this moment right at one point? Man of Steel when he's about to take out the
fucking Transformer
dome thing, and he's like, and then you're all like, oh, and then you get a flash of Christopher Reeves in his face, which we talked about, and then he's like, oh, and then he takes off through it, and you're like, oh, but you see the gravity of that situation. They zoom out and they show you like what he's fighting against, and then back into his face, and you're
Decepticon.
like, this is amazing, and you're like,
fought a Decepticon.
This is gonna be the best moment of this whole entire film.
Superman
and
fought a
I'm gonna raise up.
Decepticon. Green Lantern fought Galactus from the second Fantastic Four movie.
But yeah, it just my point is it just looks like shit.
So he goes out into space. Now, I don't know what was added to the extended cut. I feel like the asteroid belt was added because you could have just cut this out where he's chasing around the asteroid belt, which I think is behind Earth. And then he goes to the sun.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's so I really do want to look up and see what the extended cut adds.
So he leads him to the sun. And I feel like Parallax should be smarter than this.
Yeah.
Parallax should be like, oh, I know what you're doing. I'm going to go back to Earth and eat all those people.
I've been traveling through space my entire existence over thousands of years, maybe millions of years, and you're going to fool me into getting close to the sun in one
I don't know
swoop.
why Parallax even entertained this. Once he flew away, he'd be like, all right, I'm going to continue eating everyone.
It wasn't even like he had to like force him to right. He didn't strap anything to Parallax to bring him closer or shoot him to back him up, right?
No, I mean he does once he's close to the sun, but no, Parallax just followed him into space
to the sun,
eat him.
Yeah,
I guess. But yeah, he gets him into the sun. He uses the jets to pull him away.
Coolest construct of the film, other than the Hot Wheels.
I mean, it makes most sense for his character. But yeah, then he gives him a big old punch. Knocks him into the sun. That kills him. Would that kill him? He's like energy. Could he mix with the sun's energy? I don't know. Not like he's a biological being or something. I don't know how this works.
The sun is yellow too, so you think it would just rejuvenate him.
Yeah. But he dies.
You know who it does rejuvenate?
Who?
The Man of Steel.
Yeah. He dies, and then he's floating in space, and then the other lanterns show up, or is it just Sinestro?
So it looks like it's a bunch of them because it's a bunch of straps that get him. But I think it's just
I think they
Sinestro.
just show Sinestro.
Yeah.
That would have been a good reveal if they all showed up at the end.
And have a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
All 25 that you said that you designed, have them all out there in space.
Yeah.
Now giving him the respect of, oh, this guy is good, not just Sinestro.
Yeah.
But still, it's that moment where Sinestro's like, oh, you just killed my backup plan to try and kill all of the core, and you fooled me. Rats.
But
Looks like I'm gonna have to try
instead,
again.
they all celebrate on Oa.
Yeah, they do. You know what this reminds me of?
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi, the final party at the end, and they're like, oh.
I was hoping that we would see. Do they say his name on the back of this? Who's the big one?
Kilowog?
No, the planet. Was it Mogo?
I don't know.
I think the planet's called Mogo or something.
The living planet?
Yeah. Check out Green Lantern Emerald Knights. It's an anthology animated movie.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion voices Hal Jordan in it. Yeah.
So Nathan Fillion
this isn't good from the producers of the movie Green Lantern. Ignore that part. It's actually good. It's actually good.
Nathan Fillion actually auditioned to play Hal in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't get it though,
Yeah.
which is shocking.
Well,
but,
he eventually got a character.
Well,
That's a good one.
I mean, he voices Hal through a lot of the animated movies and all that too. So to finally get Guy is cool.
Yeah, it was good.
But he was born to play Hal. He just didn't get it when he was young.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So they all celebrate. They're like, "What a great job he did! Let's all shoot our green energy in the air."
So when they show that right on the planet, and there's other green energy shooting at other point of the planet, that's just like the green energy coming from the planet. That's not the actual rings. Like
No. Only when it gets close to the
planet.
camera, that's where they are.
Okay.
So Hal and Carol, they're saying their goodbyes and they're making out. He's like, "I gotta defend the sector. I gotta leave, but I'll come back."
What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go?
He's like,
I'm gonna go find some trouble.
Just gonna fly around and hopefully my ring tells me where to go. And he flies away and he looks like rubbery CGI. It sucks. And then we get the post-credit sequence of Sinestro putting the yellow ring on for in this version of the movie, no reason.
Because he planned this from the fucking beginning.
It's not said in the movie. In the version of the movie we're watching, it's not said. So this scene really stands out.
You're going to put a poll up at some point. You probably already did it before this point that says,
I'm saying,
is this all part of Sinestro's plan?
Your version of what should have happened is what I would have preferred.
Okay, all right, cool.
But they didn't do that in the movie. So this scene is just like, wait, everything worked out. Why is he now using the yellow ring?
Yeah, wait, no, they saved the day. Why is he?
The movie did not do well. Critically or financially, and they went, we are not doing any follow-ups to this.
Yep.
We're going to fix things with Man of Steel.
Even just after release, I think it was like a week after release, they announced that they were making a sequel.
Yep.
I don't know what it made opening weekend, but I know that the movie was $200 million to make, and then it only made $237 million in theaters. I don't know what DVD sales were after, but because that was just the beginning of streaming, right? It wasn't like a big
Around
thing
that time. Oh, I just realized this was like my 3 strikes with Ryan Reynolds for superheroes. Blade Trinity, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then this. So that's why I was not excited for Deadpool. I ended up liking it. I didn't like Deadpool the first time I watched it. I explained why in that episode. Bad theater experience.
Okay.
But I like the Deadpool movies now. 2 mostly. 2 is the best one.
2's great. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, even 3.
3's funny, but
it's fun,
the plot
but
makes no fucking sense.
Well, it's more like fanfare to just enjoy yourself.
Which it was fun to watch it the one time. I've never rewatched it.
Yeah.
2 was a lot better.
Same, it's on Disney Plus, and I haven't rewatched it.
Yeah. You just watch it once and you're like, I got it.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, he's kind of made a career making fun of this. Made fun of it in all 3 Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
You showed me that commercial he did with Grant Gustin.
When he's like, "You'll always be my Barry." He's like, "Always be my Hal." And he's like, "That hurts." Yeah.
And again, look up his tweets he did during COVID, where he finally watched the movie and was just live tweeting about it.
I was like, "Holy shit!"
I think at one point he's like, "Oh, these two have really good chemistry," and he's talking about him and Blake Lively.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, it just turned into a big joke for him. I mean, this might have boosted his career.
Dude, I think this killed Martin Campbell's directing career. I think he just started directing in the last few years again.
Really?
But after this movie, it was just like, I looked at his stuff and it was like 2 pilots that I don't think ever got picked up. And I think he just recently started doing stuff. Like, I liked Martin Campbell.
Took some time off.
This shouldn't have fucked up his career.
Yeah, I mean, boosted 2 different James Bond's careers and blew up with all that.
But look, I'll give it credit for it was a DC thing that tried to do something outside of Superman and Batman. Because up until this point, we never really got anyone like... We got Catwoman, who's a Batman character. She got her own movie. Steel is a Superman character who got his own movie.
Yeah.
This is the first time they stepped out of that Superman-Batman wheelhouse, I think.
Right.
Well, there was Swamp Thing and everything, but I'm talking about like Warner Brothers and everything.
Yeah.
Like the post Tim Burton Batman
No,
era.
yeah. I don't think. I mean, at least no big DC heroes were ever tried to. Like I said, they were trying to make this for 14 years since '97, and it never took off until this point. Once the MCU really started to do their thing, and they're like, oh shit, now we're behind, and then they had to restart again. But this would have been great if this took off because. Think about so the Snyderverse would have never happened. Maybe they brought Zack Snyder in at some point. They were probably already in talks. But they, for him to film maybe a Superman film, maybe. But imagine if Berlanti's original script went through and it was good, and they had all these different heroes in there, and then they started to compete with Marvel around the same time. We would be in an alternate dimension right now, and we wouldn't even be sitting here talking about how shitty it is. We'd be sitting here talking about how this movie started off a legacy of the DCU, and I can't believe that they just made Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it was amazing. Remember when we did that for the Doctor Strange review? And we
watch the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, where we're at the beginning, we're in a different universe where everything worked out well for DC.
Yeah, we were like, wow, that was incredible.
We just saw Dr. Fate into the new 52.
That's what it was, yeah.
The movie has gotten worse, actually. I will say at sometimes I'll go back to older things that I hated, and I'll be like, you know what? It's not great, but it's not as bad as I remember. Maybe I was just more let down at the time. Like Spider-Man 3 is still not a great movie.
Right.
But if I watch it, I'll be like, this is kind of dumb, but it's not as bad. It was bad at the time because it was a letdown.
Yeah.
No, this has actually gotten worse. As I was watching, I'm like, man, I always knew this was bad, but I didn't watch it enough times to really figure out why it's bad, and it's just bad.
See, with the Spider-Man ones, we already had 2 good ones. So so it's like, I know what they're capable of, and then the third, you're kind of like, this is nostalgia towards like, look how shitty this looks. But then with Green Lantern, we never had it before, so at the time, it's like, oh yeah, like it's all right. It's not like too bad, but like it's shitty, but like all right, like we still got a Green Lantern, and then now so many years later, you're like, can't believe we fucking had it.
And people are talking about the new one is like too serious. I actually don't mind that they're like easing into learning more about the core.
Right.
Because this movie went so hard so fast, and it was jarring and annoying.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that we saw a Green Lantern, and now we're going to get an older Green Lantern, and we'll slowly ease into that whole core world.
Right. But
I'm fine with it.
My theory on it is when you get a teaser, especially for a TV show, right? Usually a teaser is just things within the first episode, maybe even just the first half of the first episode.
Yeah,
because it's just like once the trailer drops, then maybe we'll see. Maybe one for the first 4 episodes they'll jump around with the trailer, but with a teaser, you're just seeing that tiny little bit, and nothing is like you don't get a storyline. You hardly get really anything about it. It's just to present it and be like, look at what we're getting and a little bit of the tone. But yeah, we didn't get any constructs. The thing that sucks the most is they showed the suit, right? Yeah. And it's hanging up in someone's closet. We don't even know if it's Hal's closet and Hal's suit.
Racist who hates Manny Muskets, Ethan Van Sciver, thought the trailer looked really good.
I thought it looked good.
And that was his only issue was the suit. He's like, I'm not digging the suit. But It could be when he puts the ring on, it gets all colorful.
Right. So I
Yeah.
don't even think it's that.
Yeah.
My theory with this show is, and again, I don't really know much about it, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the dark with everyone else. But really, I haven't been looking into a lot. But my theory is that suit is Hal's suit, right? And over the years, because he's aging and he's bringing in a new, younger Lantern to train, that his powers are slowly deteriorating. His power over will and his constructs are slowly not being able to be made like they used to because he can't focus anymore, right? So he has that suit hanging up in his closet for when he has to go and appear in Oa, and he takes that suit with him to put on because his constructs of a suit won't stay on him anymore because he has a problem focusing. So through the show, he has to, if they go to Oa, that's what he wears, whatever. But through it, then then we turn into this whole younger cop, older cop thing where the younger cop helps the older cop focus and find his love for life again, and the older cop brings the younger cop up into strength and showing him how to do things.
By the way, I'm also fine with the suit not being a construct, to be honest. I'm fine with it.
Agreed. Well, I mean, it should be an actual suit that they wear.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see it hanging up in a closet. It should be made by the ring.
And I know people gave Guy Gardner's suit shit, but that was clearly a uniform
Yeah, it's
for
a
the
uniform.
Justice Gang.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sure,
it's not like his official Green Lantern outfit.
I'm sure if we ever see him going to Oa or working with another team or something like that, or getting out of whatever he's in with Maxwell Lord, then we'll see like an actual suit.
Yeah.
So, but it's just you get all these fans that are diving so hard into this, and it's all doom and gloom, and they want to just assume. You know what assuming does?
Makes an ass out of you and me.
Yes, it does, Tony. So with that assuming, it just it's kind of like taking the life out of it all, and it's like, well, let's just wait. Let's focus on Supergirl.
Look, we'll
Let's have
review
fun,
it.
and we'll get there.
We
Sorry,
will
I'll
review
ramble
it.
all day about this shit.
We
but
will
it's like-
do. I will go to Frank's house and fix his internet, and we will do a live recap of it when it's done.
I know, because I really want to do a full review of Lantern, so I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'll get you a big Ethernet cable.
Oh God, dude, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna go up next to my Wi-Fi, plug it straight into my Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna go from there.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You can get like 100-foot one too.
No, I'm just gonna do it from my bed.
Or won't do that. I like The Office. Just run a cord and only use it when you're doing live streams.
God, yeah.
All right. But we should test it ahead of time.
We should
I've been
test it
wanting
ahead
to
of
test
time.
it because we always have issues.
I know. I'm so sorry.
But that's it from us. Check out our other reviews. We've done almost all the Superman movies.
Dude, a lot of them. Yeah,
We did all the Christopher Reeve ones. We do need to do Supergirl, which I have that box right there. We need to do Supergirl.
I'd love to do Supergirl.
We should probably get back into the Snyderverse stuff and do those.
Never did BVS. Didn't do Zack Snyder's Justice League, which that's a hell of a review.
Well, I did
don't
it,
know.
but I'd do it again and compare it to the other one.
I don't know if we do it. You did it the whole because you didn't go scene by scene, did you?
Let's not talk about it. Anyway, we'll do that again. I feel like if Crystal comes back up, we should do like best Harley Quinn movie and just knock out Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn, and the Suicide Squad. I feel like it'd be good just to get those three out of the way.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
I already did Aquaman 2 on one of the wrap-ups.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I already did it.
I'm not doing that.
But yeah, check out, we have a whole DC playlist, and then we have one just for Batman, just for Superman.
Yeah.
And I even made one for DCU for going forward. We'll just keep adding to that one.
Here we go, baby.
And please follow us on Patreon, even if it's at the free tier. We got a lot of free patrons on there now.
Yeah.
And they listen to the podcast. It's the best place to find the podcast and all the free videos, and it has better notifications. It's easier to find. Where I got a comment today on a video for the Christmas episode, Gremlins.
Yeah.
And someone, you know how I always plug previous episodes?
Yep.
Thank God I do that, because I mentioned it in a recent episode, and someone left a comment going, I never got the notification for this.
Huh.
And I had no idea you reviewed Gremlins.
And then went back and watched it.
Yes. So the free Patreon, it has the whole podcast feed with links to where you can find the video versions. It's good to go.
You got a lot, man. How many reviews you got right now?
A lot. 400 something.
Are we 400? Wow.
We're over 400. We're nearing 500.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can find there. Follow our socials. Book me on Cameo. Right now, there's two guys who play video games together.
Yeah.
And they've been paying me to insult the other one. They keep I have to keep throwing insults about Boulder's Gate. I don't understand anything that they're saying.
You just got to say it.
But at the day of this recording, I just got the third one. They're paying me to yell at. I'm like a middleman yelling at these two guys. I'm fighting their fight for them.
That's awesome.
They're like, tell Eddie that he's a boner and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, okay. So cameo.com/TonyPalooza. Follow me there. Frank, what do you got going on? Where can we find you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Frank_Volpe_. I got a good amount of movies coming out within the next couple months. Hopefully, within this year. May 12th is a big one. It's called, the movie's called Neighbor.
Okay.
It's coming out on Tubi on May 12th.
It's a Tubi premiere. The best streaming service.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm excited for this one. This is a good one. So we shot it last summer, and it's finally coming out. And stay tuned. I will, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll promote it more on there and talk more about it and all that. And then a couple short films I have coming out. There's a Western that might be out at some point this year. Called Phantom Revolver. I have... Oh, man, you always put me on the spot, and I forget.
Well, how do you not...
always put me on the spot, and I forget. But then also...
No one on the show knows how to plug this shit. It drives me so fucking
Dude,
nuts.
I have so many things that are, like, coming out or not coming out.
Just make a list ahead of time.
I always forget to.
Make a list of what the current ones coming out are.
Well, yes.
You don't have to tell me about one from years from now.
Right. Well, no, these are all this year. Then Came a Rainbow, horror film that'll be coming out. I think that's also in May. I haven't gotten a definite yet, but I think that's also coming out in May.
In the future, plug the ones that you have definites for.
Okay, so let's redo this. So May 12th on Tubi, you can watch the movie Neighbor, where I play the neighbor. And I am a drug-dealing dickhead that brings you down this...
Like Hal Jordan?
That brings
Are you a dick? Did you watch Green Lantern to influence your character?
They call me Highball. And they take me... Or I take the lead character down a pretty much an acid... It's like an acid trip of a film. So
nice.
Yeah. I'll promote it on my social, which you can find me at Frank_Volpe_.
Great plug.
Thank you.
Great plug. I didn't cut out your first fumbled attempt. But yeah, that's it from us. Let me know if you hate this movie or if you're a weirdo who likes it. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.
Keep this warm for me.
You didn't even attempt to throw it to me. You just went right to the ground. Goodbye, everyone.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.